What up, guys? We'll get started here shortly. Almost got everything all in order. Hope everybody's doing well. Like I said, we'll get started here very shortly. I do have some stuff up on the grab bag. What up, Jeff? Hope you are doing better. All right. Just finishing up a few things. Post this to the socials, and then we'll get started. Trying to get this up. All right. And then URL. URL. Add breaks.com. All right. There it is. And just a fun pointing. Well, come on, Dave. All right, perfect. All right, we are up. We are rolling. We're going to open up a brewski and we're going to have some fun. All right, guys, happy Wednesday. Thank you for joining me tonight. We're going to drink a little lollipop. A little lollipop IPA from Trogs, an 8.2%er. And I'm showing this to absolutely nobody, apparently. So give me a second on that. All right, camera. Love technology. All right. We'll just put that break up there for now as a placeholder. This guy right here, Lollipop. It's a 8.2% beer, not your typical Wednesday beer, but it's not your typical Wednesday break. We're gonna have some big time fun tonight. All right, let me get some gloves. Gotta love the glove. All right, cheers to everybody out there. Mm, so good. Such a good beer. All right, what's up? Who we got in here? We got Jeff, Shauna, Jake, David, uh, Troy, Thomas, Jose, Daniel. What up, everybody? Cheers to everybody out there. I'll go over the giveaways and then we'll talk about the fun stuff we have in store for us tonight. All right. As long as you buy 5 or more spots, automatically going to get something in the mail. How about a hobby pack of Topps Big League Baseball? That's right, it's a hobby pack. You'll get one of those. A Haunted Hoops NBA Gravity Pack. You're going to get a 1992 Draft Picks Football Pack from Classic. a 2025 Sage Artistry pack, and a 2025 Flare Brilliance Superman pack. So pretty good stuff there for just even 5 or more spots. If you get 10 or more spots, let's talk about your upgrade. All right, 10 or more spots, you are going to get your hands on a Jumbo 2022-2023 Donruss 30 card value pack. Pretty nice. A 2025 Score Football pack. One of those Topps Big League 2023 hobby packs. Fleer Brilliance Superman pack from 2025, and a 2025 Rookies and Stars Gravity pack. So again, 5 or more spots get you something. 10 or more, we're going to talk about a nice little upgrade right there. All right, guys. We hope everybody's doing well. Hello, Greg. All right. Let's go over and show you guys what's happening here at dad-breaks.com. So we are live. We are live Tuesday or Wednesday. We're Wednesday break. We're going to be breaking our normal Tuesday next week. And then I mentioned I'm going to be taking, it works out that I'm gone only about half that time. But just the way things work out with travel, it doesn't really work out well for me to be able to do orders and fill them. So we're going to have about a 2-week break there. We'll do one on the 29th. I'll give me a little extra time because I don't travel that week. We'll do one on the 29th, and then we'll do one on the 3rd before the 4th of July there. So that July 3rd, we'll do one that Friday as well. And try to do it pretty normal that month. But like I said, I have some work travel, taking a small personal family vacation as well in that time period there. So that's the upcoming schedule. What's available on the site? All right. We have a 3-box break. It is 1 autographed baseball, 1 autographed jersey, and 1 autographed 16 by 20 photo. All right. We are loaded up. Insane potential hits here. We got the Cubs, the Astros, the Angels, the Brewers, the Padres, the Mariners, which have a bunch of hits, the Texas Rangers, and that's it, guys. The Mariners loaded. All right. Then we have in the mini helmet break. This is 1 Gold Rush mini helmet and 2 autographed jerseys. For football, we have the Atlanta Falcons, the Bears, we have the Colts, we have the Vikings, we have the Saints, we have the 49ers, the Titans, and Commanders. All right, so some good mini helmet spots out there at this point. Just a few spots left in our sneaker break. It is 1 autographed sneaker, 1 autographed jersey, and 1 autographed basketball. Kobe Bryant is a possibility out of the kicks and out of the basketball break. This is a random team, but you can see some of the headliners here. Dwayne Wade, Kobe Bryant, Zion, KD, Wemby, Kareem, Patrick Ewing, Jokic, Lillard, kicks, Steph Curry, SGA, Luka. But there we go, Kobe freaking Bryant, Kareem, Carmelo, Giannis, Dwayne Wade, Charles Barkley, Anthony Edwards, KD, Jason Tatum, Yao Ming, Jalen Brown, Shaq, and then here are just some of the jersey possibilities as well. Jokic, Doncic, and Curry. All right, so loaded break. Random team on that one. This is the baseball bat. It is 1 bat and 2 Gold Rush baseballs. We have the Diamondbacks, the Cubs, the Reds, the Brewers, the Mets, the Pirates, Padres, Texas Rangers, and Washington Nationals. So again, really good collection of potential hits here. And you guys feel free to go through the checklist. Reds are loaded in that one too, and I saw the Reds were still there. Just a few spots in the grab bag, and just the Cardinals, just the Arizona Cardinals remaining in our full-size helmet. Everything else sold out tonight. That's a look at everything, except we haven't gone over the grab bag. All right, so the grab bag. This is just 35 spots tonight, just 35 spots. One of those spots is going to be for an autographed Ronald Acuna jersey right there. Ronald Acuna jersey, give a good look at it right there. So 1 autographed jersey right there. 1 autographed mini helmet. That'll be 8 spots by division in a special mini helmet break. We're going to have someone get an autographed or slabbed. Typically get one of the two. Sometimes it's both. 3-card pack goal rush value. Obviously, you can see some of these headliners are insane. So someone's going to get one of these packs. 2 people are going to get an autographed 8x10 photo. And you can get a look at some of these names, including Barry and my favorite Nolan Ryan photo, him taking down Robin Ventura. All right, so that's a look at what is out there in these. Again, there's other break spots like bat spots, full size helmets. So some of these were on page, some of these unsold. Some really good values here. I always try to make this probably my best value of the evening. Just $19 a spot and a lot of potential. If you think about it, out of here, you're guaranteed to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guaranteed hits from this break here. 5 guaranteed hits, and then obviously you can get more from these other spots as well. So at least 5 hits are going to be coming out of these grab bags. So like I said, try to make my best value of the night per dollar spent. So that's a look at what's out there and what's available. If you guys have any questions, feel free to put it in the chat. But happy Wednesday, guys. All right, let me go ahead and take a quick look at everything on my end. All right, so look at that from an active perspective. All right, so we have 12 grab bags. There were 35 to start. We're already down to just 12 left. All right, so just 12 left. We are down to just 8 spots left in the sneaker break as well. So the sneakers, the basketball, the kicks, however you want to word it, just down to 8. In our Funko, I believe we are down to just 8 or 9 spots in that. 2 spots in our baseball jersey, which I don't know if I went into that. I did not. That one right here, the baseball jersey by division with the NL and AL Central. So, where are my Central fans? AL and NL Central are possibilities for that. But then everything else, out there, still out there, like what we talked about. Let's start things out with. I'm trying to think of the best way to go here. We'll do those division. That's what we'll do. We'll do these 2 divisional breaks, the mini helmet and the full-size football. We'll skip the other 2. The one's the grab bag exclusive, and then the other one still has 2 spots remaining. But let's just do these 2. Everybody that guesses correctly get a chance at a box of mystery for each one of these. You're just going to give me an NFL division. Give me one NFL division. This will be for the mini helmet only. You can change your guess if you want to for the football later. But just as for the mini helmet, put your guess out there. If you correctly guess, get a chance at a box of mystery. And at the end of these 2 breaks, so this one right here and right here, we will do 2 boxes of mystery. There'll be 3 out there, and 2 people will get 2 of them. All right. So we'll do that, and this will be just football for these 2. So, all right. We have to figure out which mini helmets we're going to use. We have 4, 6, and 8. 4, 6, and 8 are our possibilities here. 4, 6, and 8. All right. So 4, 6, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. All right, box 6 for the mini. Let me go grab box 6. That's right here. There's box 6. Box 4, not today. Or at least not right now. All right. We have David with the AFC East and the AFC North. Paul has the AFC South. Nicholas, the AFC West. Kelsey, the NFC East. Daniel, the NFC North. Greg, the NFC South. And Zach, the NFC West. All right, guys, we're going to call it. No more guesses. We're going to get right into things. We are going to use our Game On Good Luck Charm. That's right, Game On. Box 6 right here. It is sealed up. We're going to give a cut across the top, see what we got. All right. Oh, monster. Monster hit. How about Emmett Smith? Emmett Smith on a monster hit right there. JSA authenticated on one of the all-time greats, Emmett Smith. Kelsey coming in with a huge hit. Kelsey, congrats. Kelsey has been fire in the break room lately. All right, Kelsey, that is an Emmett Smith. Emmett Smith helmet. All right, so NFC East. Now, where is my notepad? All right, NFC East for the guesses here. Mike slash Charlene Anderson, I've got you. All right, that's the only correct guess that I see. It's just Mike slash Charlene. All right, congrats. And that's speed authenticated. And then there's a JSA Prova authentication as well. All right, good start. All right, if you like the guess that you put in, feel free to toss it back out there because we are going to do this football. It's box 4. It's going to be this one right here, box 4. Go ahead. If you want to put a guess in, feel free to put that in the chat. But we know for sure we're using box 4. All right, if it's in the AFC, it's going to be David. If it's in the NFC, it's going to be Daniel for the East, Paul the North, Jeff P the South, and Greg the West. Give you guys all another second here to put a guess in. Remember, feel free to put your guess, call your friend, tell them to jump on, put their guesses in. You don't have to have break spots to get in the action. All right, we'll call it here. No more guesses. All right, box 4. Game on. Box 4 sealed up all the way around. It's looking delightful. There's one cut. There's 2. They'll pop up. We have an NFC hit. NFC. How about running back DeAndre Swift? Oh, DeAndre Swift. DeAndre Swift on the hit right there. DeAndre Swift for the Chicago Bears on a JSA. Daniel, you had that? Did I switch those up, Daniel? Let me go take a look at that. Very well could have. All right, let me go look. Let me see what Kelsey bought. Yep, you're right. You're right. I have it. I have it switched. Kelsey had the football, and Daniel had. So that's a good catch, Daniel. Now let me go in, and Kelsey's gonna have to get a little something here because I gave false hopes to Kelsey. But it was Daniel with the NFC East with the mini helmet. So let me go ahead. Let me just see what. Make sure I have you with the right spots on all that. Daniel. All right, NFC North on this one. Did I just have everything backwards? Is that what it was? I gotta figure this out here. Might have had. Things a little backwards there. All right, give me 1 second here, guys. NFC East for Daniel on this one. All right. Yeah, I might have just had everything backwards. Just bear with me for one moment here on that, because I don't want to screw this up for everybody and have everybody say I had this, I had that. So let me just let me go in here. All right, so because I think I have that backwards. I might have everybody that had the minis in the full size backwards. All right, give me 1 second here. Mini. All right, teams, mini. Let me make sure I've got this right. All right, Greg. Let me see, Greg. You are in the mini helmet. So yeah, I had this backwards as far as everything goes. Yeah. All right, so this is a very simple switch here. So bear with me a second. All right, so this is NFC North, and Daniel is going to get this football, the Andre Swift football, and I actually had this backwards, so I apologize. I say full size. Give me a second here. We'll refresh this momentarily. All right, you'll see this. I'll have this correct here, and this hopefully will. All right, so this is the mini helmet. Mini helmet right here, and I apologize for this. Mini helmet, Daniel. I got the NFC East with the Emmett Smith and the full size football was the list up here. I just had the list switched around. NFC North was Daniel as well, so Daniel should get in both of these hits. But I have the orders backwards, so I apologize for that. I had the right names out there, just on the wrong list. All right. I'm definitely anything but perfect. All right, so this was NFC North for guesses. Troy and Jose and Jeff with the correct guesses. All right, so I'm going to have Charlene, Troy, Jeff, and Jose with the chance of giveaways. All right, so sorry about that, guys. Sorry, David, Paul, Nicholas, Kelsey, Daniel, Zach, Greg, Jeff. I apologize for the confusion that caused each one of you guys. Um, Kelsey is going to get. I'm going to send Kelsey. You're going to get a sealed pack of cards. I'm already going to. Unless you're Kelsey, if you're here, could you just let me know in the chat? I'll give you the pack of sealed cards, and I'll open it for you right now. Otherwise, I'll send it out to you sealed up. All right. We got to put our boxes of mystery together here. 2 boxes are going to have a hit. 1 will have a whammy. All right, so 2 hits and 1 whammy are going to be out there. right. I'll put the names in the random.org. Thanks, David. Sorry about that again. And then, Kelsey, I'm going to put your pack in the mail because, again, that was on me. I'm glad I figured it out, but I'm not fine when I do something like that. All right. Top two names going to get to pick a box here. Top two names get to pick a box. There are two hits. There's one whammy. There's 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Jose and Troy. All right, Jose and Troy, you are each going to get to pick a box of mystery. All right, Jose and Troy, go ahead. Let me know which box you guys would each like. Someone's info. Again, you'll message me, or I'll be happy. I already got the last 2 spots. Oh, thank you, Mike. All right, Thomas. Gold and silver. All right, both of you guys are passing up on the ginger. Gingerbread had not one but 2 packs, a score from 2015 and a score from 2022 pack. So missed out on 2 packs of football cards. All right. Then gold is going out to Troy. All right, Troy. You are going to get your hands on the whammy. All right, Troy. You are staring down at the Rugrats. All right, a pair of Rugrats, Forever Young socks coming your way. Nick, 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 Nickelodeon. All right, Troy. Those Rugrats socks coming your way. Then Jose, you are going to get a pack of select draft picks. Select draft picks coming your way here, Jose. Let's see what we can pull out of here. All right, select draft picks. All right, nice rookie prism on the back. All right, we're going to have Justin Jefferson. Drake London rookie. There we go. Nice pull. Adrian Peterson. A Carson Strong rookie. And then check out this prism rookie of Kyron Williams. All right, nice Kyron Williams and a nice Drake London rookie in the same pack. Good pack, good pack. All right, Jose. You guys are welcome. Oh, Daniel, don't feel bad. I'll take care of Kelsey. Unless I can take care of Kelsey. Kelsey's going to get a hobby pack with a guaranteed auto in it, so we're all good. All right, guys. Kelsey, Daniel is correct. That is a... Hey, Kelsey, this is your pack. Would you like me to open it? It was my bad. I apologize. It's a guaranteed auto in there. Guaranteed auto. If you're interested in me opening it on camera, let me know. Yeah, what the heck. Whether Kelsey wants me to or not, I'm opening it up on camera. I don't know. Let's just do it, Kelsey. Get the duck out there. Kelsey, there's a guaranteed auto rookie in here for you. My mix up. All right, you got a little Isaiah Spiller, Hassan Haskins, Chris Olave rookie, Kenneth Walker the third rookie. We'll skip the auto. Ahmad Sauce Gardner rookie, and John Mechie III. Your auto is Yusuf Corker. Yusuf Corker is your auto. Yusuf Corker. A lot of good rookies in here. Spiller, Olave, Walker, and Gardner. A little saucy. Hey, Kelsey, those cards coming your way. You are welcome. All right. We actually are going to do that baseball jersey right now. We have, let me see if I hit refresh if it'll show Mr. Evans. I have Mike Evans with both spots, AL and NL Central. Thank you, Mike. Let me see if it'll let me refresh. Because I just refreshed it, might not. Oh, there it is. All right, so go ahead, give me a baseball division. Go ahead and give me a baseball division. We got to figure out which box we're going to use. We have 1 through 5 as a possibility here. 1 is the placeholder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Box 4. Box 4. Give me a baseball division. I'm going to grab box 4. All right, coming on box 4. Adios, numero uno. Actually, put that back up here because we need another baseball box later. All right, David's going to have the AL East, Michael the AL Central, Paul the AL West, David the NL East, Michael the NL Central, and Zach the NL West. All right. I call no more guesses. No more guesses. All right, game on. Box 4. Box 4, game on. Sealed up right there. It's sealed up all the way around. Going across. Oh, how about that late last second buy? I think it was worth it there, Mike. Mr. Evans got a Pete Rose jersey, and this is one of those really cool jerseys to put on display. The late, great future Hall of Famer, Pete Rose. So statistical stuff on here. Pete Edward Rose, Charlie Hustle, and Hit King. 4,256 career hits, 17-time All-Star selection, 3-time World Series champion, 1973 NL Most Valuable Player. Pete Rose, NL Central. Big hit for the NL Central. All right, Mr. Evans. JSA on your authentication. Peter. It's Peter. All right, NL Central for the guess. Greg and Troy are going to battle it out with Mr. Evans. All right, Greg, Troy, and Mike. Greg, Troy, I'm just going to write these names out. Greg, Troy, Mike, and the top person, I'm going to have USA 2023 Mega Pack, and you're going to have a 50-50 chance at an auto. I'm going to put 3 packs out there, and the top game is going to tell me which pack they would like. 50-50 chance at an auto. 2, 3, 4, or memorabilia card. 4 times, 5 times, 6, and 7 times. Troy. All right, Troy. Mr. Bruns. 3 packs left, center, or right. USA Stars and Stripes Baseball 2023. All right, Troy. We're going with the center. These 2 out of here. All right, Troy, let's see what we're getting. Stars and Stripes 2023. Big name on the back. Bryce Eldridge right there, San Francisco Giant. How about a Ty Sussens? Gavin Grahovic? Talon Bell, but how about you got a prism? It's not but a prism rookie of Dylan Cruz. All right, second overall pick in the 2023 draft. Dylan Cruz. So Bryce Elrich and Dylan Cruz in the same pack. All right, there you go. Not a bad pack, Troy. All right. I'm going to go over what is on the site momentarily. And then I'm just going to try to get caught up on the orders that have come in since we started. All right, just looking at 6. Okay. Oh. Huh. Did I mess that up? Might have messed something up here, but that wouldn't be a first. Mike Evans. Hey, Mike. I did mess up. Mike, I know you said you bought the last 2 spots. I don't have you with the NL Central, actually. I gave you credit. Mike, if you don't mind just buying that last NL Central spot that's on the website, I do appreciate it since that is the one that hit. I give you full credit, Mike. But that one was still actually out there. I just had you. I know you said you bought both, and you're going to get the Pete Rose jersey. If you don't mind just buying it, it only came through as you buying the AL Central. So, I don't know. Stuff happens. It does. I get it. All right, let's see. What is out here on dad-breaks.com? There are just 5 spots remaining in the grab bag. 5 spots remaining grab bag, then we're sold out. We have in our 3-box break. This is 1 autographed baseball, 1 autographed jersey, and 1 autographed 16 by 20 picture. We have the Cubs, the Astros, the Angels, the Brewers, the Padres, the Rangers. That's it. Everything else sold out in this break. Some really massive potential hits here out of all these boxes. Each team, multiple hits. Good stuff here, guys. Good stuff. Mini helmet. This is, you guys like the football autographed mini helmet. This is paired up with not 1 but 2 jerseys. We have the Falcons, the Bears, the Colts, the Saints, the 49ers, the Titans, and Commanders. Basketball. This is 1 autographed basketball sneaker or kick, 1 autographed basketball, and 1 autographed jersey. It is a random team. Random team. This is the bat break. 1 bat, 2 balls. We have the Diamondbacks, the Cubs, the Brewers, the Mets, the Pirates and the Padres, the Rangers, and the Nationals. So quite a few teams still remaining in our bat break. If you want to grab a good spot here, 1 bat, 2 balls, very good pricing on each one of these spots here too. For 3 chances at a hit. Just the Cardinals left, Arizona Cardinals. And the Cardinals actually had like 4 or 5 names on the checklist, which was very high for the Cardinals. This is 1 helmet, 1 jersey. And then last but not least, just a few spots remaining in our Funko break. That's what's out there tonight. If you have any questions, hit me up, let me know. I am going to take a moment and just fill in the spots that have come in. New orders since we started. So if you need to go grab a drink, take a minute. Feel free to do so. I'm just going to take about a minute or 2 to get caught up here. Sorry about that confusion, Mr. Evans. But I think we're all caught up and all good. All right. I have Paul, Kelsey, Jose, Daniel, Troy, fill up, and more fill up. All right, let me put these names in. These are just the orders that have come in since we started at 10 o'clock tonight. So, Philip got a spot in our basketball break. Also a spot in the grab bag. We are looking at Troy with the grab bag. Daniel with 3 grab bag spots. 1, 2, and 3. Jose going 4 deep in the grab bag. Let me see. All right. And then Jose. Kelsey had a spot in the grab bag. Paul has a grab bag and a basketball spot. All right. I got Mike Evans, Greg, Thomas, Rick, Velker 1. All right. So Jake, I'm going to have Jake in there. Jake, you're going to have a spot in the FUNKO break, a spot in our grab bag, a spot in the basketball break, and a spot in with the Mariners in the photo break. Then we're going to have Rick, and that is Belker 1. Loves the grab bag with 8 spots in the grab bag. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Mr. Sweeney with the Minnesota Vikings in the mini helmet break. What up, Thomas? We are going to look at Greg with the Cincinnati Reds. All right, Greg has the Reds. Give me 1 second here. All right, Greg with the Reds. And Greg has 3 spots in the grab bag. 1, 2, and 3. Mike Evans, I have you with 3 spots in the grab bag as well. 1, 2, and 3. And then that's going to have me with Charlene. Charlene, I think that'll have me cut up here. Charlene has a spot in the grab bag. All right. Oh, and then Jake. Find 3 spots here. I almost missed that. Jake has a couple in the grab bag, and he bought that Arizona Cardinal spot. All right. All right, give me 1 second. All right, perfect. Got it figured out. All right, well, I think we need to hit refresh and do a little full-size helmet time. Full-size helmet. All right, there with me. I'm just going to take a few things, rearrange it on the deck. It'll be this helmet, box 9. We know we're breaking box 9 tonight. We don't know is what jersey. But I'm going to have everybody out there. You're going to give me one NFL team. Every single person that guesses correctly, the team that comes out of the helmet or the jersey is going to get a chance here at a box of mystery. That's right. Everybody with the correct guess will get a chance at a box of mystery here. Not only will everybody that guesses correctly, helmet or jersey, will get a box of mystery. It's more than if it's 3 or more people. We'll use random.org to figure out. We'll just put packs out there. That's what I was going to say. All right, jersey wise, we have box 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. All right, box 3. Box 3. All right, so it's going to be this guy right here. I'm going to take out numero uno. All right, guys. We have Jake with the Cardinals. Yes, I did, Mike. Thank you. I got your NL Central payment. Sorry for the confusion. I do think you said you bought both. If you didn't say that, I apologize. But in a way, it worked out. But I thought that you did, and I put you down with it. Jake has the Cardinals. David with the Falcons and the Ravens. David has the Buffalo Bills. David with the Panthers. Troy has the Bears. We have Daniel with the Bungles. Mike has the Browns. Matt has the Boys. Greg has the Broncos. David with the Lions. And Mike has the Packers. David with the Texans. George has the Colts. Jeff has the Jags. Brandon with the Chiefs. Case has the Raiders. We have David with the Chargers. Case with the Rams. David has the Dolphins and the Vikes. Matt has the Pats. Daniel with the Saints. Greg has the Giants. David with the Jets. Clayton has the Eagles. Charlene has the Steelers. Zach has the Niners. David with the Seahawks. Jose's got the Bucks. David's got the Titans. And sitting on the commode. All right, guys. Number guesses. We know that there's a little Fitz Magic love coming out of box 3. Let's go. A little kiss. This is Jersey Black Bag 3 from Gold Rush. Cut across the top. The jersey. Number 80. Number 80. All right, from the Rams. How about a little Henry Ellard? Henry Ellard. Beckett authentication for the Rams. Henry Ellard. All right, Henry Ellard for the Rams. Going out to Case. Case with the hit. All right, Henry Ellard. Is Henry Ellard in the Hall of Fame? He is not. Not in the Hall of Fame. Okay. Henry Ellard. And that is going to be a Rams hit. Hall of very good. All right, Case. Beckett on your authentication. Box 9. Box 9 looking fine. All right, sealed up all the way. All right, secondary seal. There to there, cross. Bottom good, looking delightful. Up, go across. All right, guys. All that good stuff out of here. There's our helmet. Nothing else. All right. What team is this going to be on? The team he's most famous for playing for or an alternate? It is the team he's most famous for playing for. All right. Another wide receiver from the Cincinnati Bengals. Cincinnati Bengals on the hit. Chad Ochocinco. We have Chad Johnson on the hit right there. Beckett authenticated for the Bengals. All right, Bengals on the board. And that is Daniel. Daniel. What up, Daniel? A couple nice hits tonight. Get Johnson on the helmet. All right, so Bengals and Rams for our guesses. Bengals and Rams for the guesses. The hat trick already. All right, Bengals and Rams. All right, I don't see a Bengals or Rams guess. All right, one more look at that helmet. I'm gonna go take a look here, gander. All right, so here's the deal. Someone's either going to get two really good packs or a whammy. All right, two really good packs, or you'll get peanuts. Two really good packs or peanuts. One or the other. It'll be a 50-50 proposition. All right. Seven times. There's one, has to be a name. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Mike Evans. I thought I did. Hey, I'm taking it. Mike Evans. All right, Mike. Congrats, Mike. Go ahead and make a selection. Gold or silver? You're either going to get peanuts or two packs. Silver. All right, Mike. You passed up on gold. Inside of gold was not one, but two packs of football. You would have Prison Draft Picks 23 and Select 2024. All right. Oh, well, I'm taking a lid off accidentally. Inside of here is your whammy. And you're going to get a deck of Peanuts playing cards. That's right. Snoopy and the gang, they're going to be coming to your house. A deck of playing cards. Have fun. Draw. Little 54. Oh, 52. I can't even talk. 52. All right. Let me take a look here. How many grab bag spots? Only a couple grab bag spots remaining, I believe. There are 3 grab bag spots remaining tonight. All right, just 3 grab bag spots remaining. We have 3 spots remaining. Someone's going to walk away with an Acuna Jr. autographed jersey. Someone's going to get a spot, walk away with a mini helmet from the exclusive break. Then we're going to fill in some other spots. Someone's going to get a glorious value packs. 2 people are going to get autographed 8 by 10. So again, 35 spots to $19 a spot. We only have 3 left. So we sold 32 tonight in just the last hour. So if anybody's interested, there's 3 spots remaining to help fill out the rest of the break as well. 3 spots remaining in that break. After we fill that, we're going to have a few spots in our baseball break. Really nice 16 by 20 Gold Rush, and if you haven't seen the checklist on this, it's monstrous. Just like names that stand usual. Ozzie Smith, there's Paul Skeens, We've got Lou Piniella, Ken Griffey Jr., Joe DiMaggio, Duke Snyder, Hank Aaron, Ichiro, Corbin Carroll, Cal Ripken, Brooks Robinson, Brooklyn Dodgers. The list just goes on and on. It's absolutely loaded. Ted Williams is in here with Yogi Berra, like absolutely loaded. And that's just a 16 by 20. The jerseys, we've pulled some huge ones out of that, and we've pulled some really nice autograph RSA baseballs as well. So Cubs, Astros, Brewers, Padres, Rangers available in that break. We then have in our mini helmet break, we have one mini helmet paired up with not one but two jerseys. We're going to talk Falcons. We're going to talk with the Bears. That's right. Look at that. Caleb Williams right there as one of the headliners. We have the Colts in here. We have the Saints. They're going to go marching home. The 49ers. San Francisco treat. We have the Titans and we have the Commanders. And the Commanders have a headliner, as you can see right here, as well. So a lot of big potential hits in this break. Then two jerseys on top of that. Just a few spots left in the kicks break. The bat break, it's one bat, two autographed baseballs. We have the Diamondbacks, we have the Cubs, the Brewers, the Mets, the Pirates, the Padres, the Rangers, the Nationals. And then just a few spots in the Funko break. That's everything. That'll do it for tonight. Now, if you have any questions, reach out. All right, let me see. All right. Hey, what up, Steve? All right. Starting now, starting at 11 o'clock Eastern, 8 o'clock on the West Coast. That's right. I am going to give away a few items. So each purchase starting now, you're going to get your name eligible for, we're going to do 3 autographs, maybe 4. All right, 3 autographs, and it could be a 4th one. All right. We are going to give away an autographed 8 by 10 photo. So I'll take one out. An autograph. We'll use box 1. We will use box 1. So there's going to be an autographed 8 by 10 photo. There's going to be a baseball hobby pack from 2020 with at least one autograph rookie. Could have one autograph rookie and one mem, or 2 autograph rookies. All right, so you're going to get 1 pack from that. And we're going to do a hobby pack from 2022 with a guaranteed autograph rookie as well for football. So, football autograph rookie, baseball autograph rookie, and football or multi-sport autograph 8 by 10. These are going to be given away. So any order, every single order. So say you buy 3 spots starting right now, 11 o'clock p.m. Eastern. That's going to get you 3 entries. So every entry from 11 o'clock on going to get you an entry every spot you purchase to get one of these as a bonus on top of everything else. So again, autograph 8 by 10 photo, autograph hobby pack with at least 1 autograph rookie, could have 2 autos or 1 auto, 1 mem, and then a 2022 autograph football rookie. Those are going to be the bonus things we're giving away. All right. Because at this point, I actually think every single spot is tied to the grab bags or something at this point. All right, so and once we fill the grab bag, it will actually be able to fill quite a few spots. I have David with a grab bag spot. So David, that'll leave us with just 2 grab bags, and like I said, once I fill those will help fill the rest of the evening. It won't fill everything that's sold on the site, but it will fill about half the spots. Steve, you have been putting out. I don't know if every hat that I've seen on your Instagram is ones that you have made, or if you're just helping them promote. But some of those hats have just been spectacular. All right, so like I said, trying to fill these 2. We'll move on, but everybody that buys a spot gets All right, Mr. Evans closing down the grab bag. Thank you, Mike Evans. All right, so every spot still gets you a chance at the giveaways tonight. So not just the grab bags, but every spot still getting you a chance. But let me put these, move that out of the way. All right. And feel free to go check out the website. All right. We are going to do this right now. I am going to go over. I'm going to show you how this looks. So we have these grab bag spots. We have David all the way down to Michael. We're going to copy and paste this, put it in random.org 7 times. However it comes back is how that will go into this break. Spots will fill up. Someone's going to go to Gold Rush Value Pack. 2 people are going to get autographed 8x10s. Someone's going to get the Acuna Jr. Auto jersey. We'll fill in these spots down here, the exclusive mini helmet break. So a lot of fun things. Let's do it. Let's copy this, take that out, go in here, show you that, and do it 7 times. There's 1, 2, 3, there's 4, we're at 5, there's 6. All right, one more is going to make it 7 times. All right, we are going to have Jose all the way down to Rick. Jose all the way down to Rick. We will go in, we will paste these. Jose's going to get a Gold Rush Value Pack. Dave is going to get 8x10. Rick an 8x10 auto. Greg's getting the Ronald Acuna Jr. Jersey. And then these other spots are going to fill in the exclusive mini helmet break. Gregory, Rick, Jake, Michael, Paul, Daniel, Michael. You guys are going to each have spots in that break. All right, so let me, first things first, get the Ronald Acuna jersey out here. So let me pull that out. Where did I put said jersey? Oh, there it is. It's like I had it here a minute ago. All right. Here is our Ronald Acuna jersey right there, Greg. Congratulations. This guy coming your way. So Ronald Acuna jersey, Atlanta Brave, great. Coming your way, Greg. All right, so let me mark this down for Greg. And that is JSA authenticated for you there, Greg, too, by the way. You are welcome. You're welcome. All right. Gold Rush Value. Last one from the case. Last one from the case. There's that. One is going to go up there. This is for our giveaway. So let me take the 2 photos. It's going to be photos 2 and 3. 2 and 3. David, you can pick 2 or 3. 2 or 3 for David. Rick will get the other one. David, you can either pick 2 or 3. Let me put the names on the photo here. So the photos, and Jose is getting the value pack. That is going to be your value pack right there, Jose. Rick, Belker, 1, David. All right. David going with 3. All right. So this is David's. This will be Rick's. And then this will be Jose. We'll start out with Jose's value pack. All right, Jose, here is your value pack. Insane potential. Typically 1 slab and or 1 auto. All right, Jose, you have a really cool, you have a slab. Oh my gosh, this is an awesome, you have an amazing pack. All right, Jose, we're going to go through all this, but this is an incredible pack. How about a Grant Hill Top Stadium Club rookie card? That's unbelievable right there. Grant Hill Top Stadium Club rookie card. Then how about a Michael Waltrip Press Pass 2011 short print 210, number 2 of 10. All right, very good. You're doing great. But check out this autograph rookie of one of the greatest defensemen in the history of the NHL. Autograph rookie of Ray Bourque. Boom! Jose, what a pull right there. Jose, that is unbelievable. That is a Topps 1981-82 Ray Bork autograph rookie. What a pull. What an absolute pull right there. That's a spectacular pack. All right. Oh my God, Jose, he was an unbelievable defenseman, Jose. If you're not familiar with hockey too much, maybe you could talk trade with some people out there. There might be some people interested in a trade for that. That's a really, really nice card. Ray Bork. I was writing Ray Bork. You got the gold rush value. All right. David. And then we have Rick Belker 1. All right, guys. We're going to go. This is Rick. Rick, you're going to get this guy right here. This is for Rick. This is his autograph 8x10 photo. Rick's photo. We have Jerry Jeudy. All right, Jerry Jeudy is going to be coming your way, Rick. That's in his Bama uniform against Ole Miss. Right, Jerry, don't call me Judy. All right, that is for Rick. All right, David, here is your photo. David goes across, does its thing. David, you are going to have Trayvon Diggs. Trayvon Diggs from the Dallas Cowboys going up there against Mr. Harris for the interception. Trayvon Diggs. The TD. All right, let me mark that down. Trayvon Diggs. Keep that in. All right, David and Rick. Congratulations. You guys are welcome. All right. We are now going to do that exclusive mini helmet break. And then we'll fill in the rest of those spots, and I'll do that in a moment. But let's do that exclusive mini helmet break. All right, so everybody that got into the mini helmet break, I'm hitting refresh. Let's go in. Hopefully it'll refresh when I do this. All right, there we go. This is our exclusive mini helmet. We have boxes 4 and 8. 4 and 8 for this break here. Jake, message me and I'll put you in touch with Jose if you don't already have his info. All right, guys. 4 and 8. If anybody wants to trade their division, they're welcome to. Feel free to talk about that right now. Hold on. If you don't already follow Steve, check this out. check these hats out. All right, there's Steve's Instagram page for his hats. If you don't already follow him, make sure you give it a follow. The hats that he puts up and creates, they're sick. All right, guys. If you're wanting to trade these divisions, go ahead. Otherwise, I want you, everybody out there, give me one NFL division. One NFL division. If you guess correctly, you're going to get a chance at a. Let's just put it out there. We'll do a pack of Bowman U Alabama 2023. So someone's going to get that pack. All right, we got to figure out which mini, 4 or 8. 4 or 8. 4 is the placeholder. We also have number 8. 4 is on the table. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. All right, let me swap that out for box 8. There she is. There she goes. And remember, every spot you're buying right now, the last spots of the evening are going to get a chance at the autograph. We're giving a bonus giveaway, autograph 8x10, autograph hobby pack for baseball, and an autograph hobby pack for football. So at least 3 autos. It could be 4 autos going out. All right. And all you have to do is buy a spot. You'll get a chance in your break that you buy from, plus you get a bonus chance from those giveaways. All right. We have Greg with the AFC East, Rick the AFC North and South, Jake the AFC West, Michael the NFC East, Paul the NFC North, Daniel the NFC South, and Michael the NFC West. Yeah, Jose, message me, or somebody just message me on eBay or through email, and that as a reminder, and I'll do that because otherwise I will forget. And Steve, you're welcome as always. NFC South for NFC East. Michael Evans, does he want the NFC South? If you had the NFC, the AFC West, he would do it. All right, I'm going to say no trades and no guesses. No more guesses. All right. Good luck, everybody. Game on, little pizza fun. Box 8. There's our seal all the way around. Give it a cut. It's going to be hard to top the Emmett Smith from earlier, but how about a little Rashee Rice? Rashee Rice on the Kansas City Chiefs. Rashee Rice, JSA authentication. Speed Demon. You didn't even see me do that. All right, AFC West. Jake the Snake. Nice hit, Jake. Sweet Sassy Molassy. All right, let me put that Bowen pack out there. All right, AFC West. Seriously, hey, he had a lot of time for 30 days. AFC West. Thomas and Mike going to be battling for this pack here. All right, Thomas and Mike, top names, getting that pack. Excuse me. I'll just put your names out there. There's 1, 2, 3. Top names getting this pack. 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. It's going to be Mr. Sweeney. All right, Thomas. You are going to get this pack here. Let me put your name. All right. Thank you, Greg. All right. 2023 Bowman U Alabama pack. Saw the Jerry Jeudy auto, and it just made me think about Bama. So, what a Bama pack. How about this? We have an interesting card coming out of the back. All right. Jace McClellan and Emmanuel Henderson. Good card. Our season highlights. We have a Kendrick Law auto. Short print Kendrick Law auto right there. That's what we're talking about. Out of 50 on the auto. Kendrick Law. Boom. There you go. A little 10-win season. And then I saw this card, Ty Simpson and Eli Holstein. Ty Simpson, Eli Holstein rookie. But how about a Kendrick Law auto out of 50? Great pulls. Congratulations, Thomas. Sweet. You are welcome. Yeah, hopefully Kendrick Law gets back healthy. Where's ACL? All right. Give me a moment. While we do that, let's just real briefly go over what's out there. Remember, every spot I'm about to show you going to get you, everybody that's bought a spot since 11 o'clock tonight Eastern is getting a bonus entry to win an autographed 8x10 photo, an autographed baseball hobby pack that has either one auto and one memorabilia card or two autos, and an autographed football hobby pack with at least one autographed rookie. All right, so every sport purchase gets you a bonus chance at that. So that just keep that in mind as I show you these spots here on the website. All right, so we have the 3-box break. This is one autograph 16x20 photo, one autograph jersey, one autograph baseball. We have the Cubs, the Astros, the Angels, the Brewers, and the Friars. All right, so that's all that remains in that break. In our mini helmet break, it's one mini helmet and not one, but two jerseys. We have the Falcons. We have the Bears, the Colts, the Saints. They go marching home. The San Francisco treat the 49ers, the Titans, and the Commanders. Remember, Titans have all Oilers hits, and the Commanders have the Jamar Chase headliner. We have our basketball kicks break. Not a lot of spots remaining in this. It is loaded. It is a random team. You get one autograph. We have in this break one autographed sneaker, one autographed jersey, and one autographed basketball. Kobe Bryant is a possibility out of the sneaker and the basketball. Boom. The baseball break. It is one bat, not one, but two balls. We have the Diamondbacks. We have the Cubbies, the Brewers, the Mets, the Pirates, the Padres, the Rangers, and the Nationals. All with possibilities here. And then just a few spots in our grab bag. Priced, you can't beat. One autograph, or in our Funko break. One autograph Funko, one autograph Hall of Fame jersey, and one autograph photo. Who did? All right, so that's all that's coming out of these. Everything else sold out. Give me about 2 minutes to just go in and fill the rest of the spots that we have from the grab bag. It'll help give us a little bit of time here with everything the rest of the evening. And then feel free to go ahead and grab some of those spots that we just went over. All right. In our Gold Rush jerseys break, we have Philip with the Cardinals. David is going to have the Falcons and the Panthers. There's David M. We're going to have the Bengals are going to go out to Rick, and that is Mr. Belker 1. The Browns are going out to David as well. The Colts are to Troy. Troy, you're going to have the Colts. This is the single jersey Gold Rush break. Michael Evans is going to have the Jaguars. Jake is going to have the Saints. Daniel has the Jets, Jets. And Greg has the Washington Commanders. All right, in our Gold Rush bat break, we are going to be looking at Kelsey with the Guardians of the Galaxy. Jose is going to get both spots in the Gold Rush full-size helmet break. You got the Cardinals and the Browns, Jose. Mr. Belker has the Orioles and the Reds in our 16 by 20 baseball. So you got the Orioles and the Reds. Very good spots right there. Jake has the Guardians of the Galaxy. Mr. Belker is going to have the Oakland A's. And Mr. Evans is going to have the Washington Nationals. All right. Then we have to figure out our bat break. This is our Gold Rush traditional bat break. We have Daniel with the White Sox. Good one, Daniel. We're going to have Jose with the Reds. No. Jose with the Twins. Sorry about that. Twins, Rangers, Rangers. All right, Jose had the Twins. Charlene has the A's. Michael has the Rays. If it'll paste. And Rec, aka Belker 1, has the Rangers. There we go. That's the correct order. What just happened? Jose, you gotta explain it. I saw what you said, hold NBA. Oh my god. I gotta know. But while I have to know, you guys need to know we're gonna do a little football. All right, everybody out there, you're gonna give me 4 NFL players. That's right. I don't normally do that with this kind of break, this single jersey break, but 4 NFL players. If you correctly guess the player that comes out of our box here, you're gonna get a box of mystery. Every single person, nobody's gonna get a whammy. All right, brand new case, brand new series. Go ahead, give me 4 NFL players, 1 line. We'll figure out our jersey, then we'll see who's got what spot. All right, the way we're gonna do this. Box 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 on the top, 6 on the bottom. All right, 1 on the top, 6 on the bottom, everything in between. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Box 6, it's the one on the very bottom. All right, this guy right here. All right. We have Philip with the Cardinals, David with the Falcons, Francisco with the Ravens, David with the Buffalo Bills. We've got David with the Panthers, Troy with the Bears, Rick has the Bengals, David with the Browns, Charlene's got the Boys, David has the Broncos, the Lions, the Packers, and the Texans, Troy's got the Colts, Michael's got the Jags, Brandon's got the Chiefs, William has the Raiders, David has the Chargers and the Rams, Chuck has the Dolphins, Greg has the Vikes, David with the Pats, Jake has the Saints, David with the Giants, Daniel says Jets, Jets, Chuck says Fly Eagle Fly, Greg has the Steelers, Zach has the Niners, Greg has the Seahawks, David with the Bucks and Titans, and Greg is sitting on the commode. All right, guys, no more guesses. Good luck with those guesses here. I want to see somebody pull a big one. From Hot Dog Frank. Oh, yeah, big hit. Oh, yeah, yum, yum, yum. All right. Secondary seal is going to be right there. We're going to show it going around. All right, time to go. Give it a cut. See what we got. See H.E. Henry from the Baltimore Ravens. Francisco, first time breaker, pulling a monster hit right there. Francisco with a Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry going out to Francisco. First time breaker in the break room, getting a monster pull right there. Derrick Henry. future Hall of Famer, future first ballot Hall of Famer, no less, Derrick Henry. Speaking of Alabama guys, all right, Francisco with the big hit. You're all good, Jake. I don't think anybody guessed this. I don't think anybody guessed Derrick Henry. All right, we're going to do an absolute football gravity pack 2021. Just randomly give that away to somebody here. All right. Seven times. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Jose Martinez. All right, Jose. Let me put your name on a sticker. All right, Jose. Here is your absolute gravity 2021 pack. All right. There is a Patrick Peterson, Kenny Galladay, a parallel DJ Chark. All right, your rookies are Ramondre Stevenson rookie, nice pull right there, and a Ernest Jones rookie, but a nice Ramondre Stevenson rookie. There you go. All right, he took the ball as a lead carrier on that team into the playoffs this year, and he did not fumble it per se. All right, Jose. Cheers. All right. Who has the ball? What, 6 seconds left? Who has the ball? Who's got the ball? All right, I'm going to catch up on the orders that we have. All right. Troy, Chuck, Jose, what up, Candace? Greg and Mike Evans, and I think Greg and Mike Evans I got. Greg with the Texas Rangers. All right, so that's the Texas San Francisco Rangers. All right, Candace has a basketball spot. Jose grabbing the other Texas Ranger spot. Dave. All right, Jose has the Texas Rangers, San Diego Padres, and the Atlanta Falcons. All right, and that leaves me to go do something real quick on my end. All right. All right, I gotta just look to see we have in this break 5 spots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And they are, looks like the Diamondbacks, Milwaukee, Milwaukee Brewers, New York Mets, Pirates, and Padres. All right. We are good. Chuck, what up, Chuck? Chuck, you have a spot in the Funko break. You have the 49ers in the mini helmet break, and you have the Chicago Cubs in the bat break. Let me see something here on my end. Greg, I think you got the other Cub spot, if I'm not mistaken. All right, Reds list. All right, who had the Cubs? Is that one still available? Let me see. This one, is the Cubs still outstanding? Oh, it is. That's why. All right, Cubs are still out there. All right, Greg, you had the Mets. Did I put you in there with the Mets yet? All right, I did. Troy has the Angels. Troy Bruns of the Angels. Troy VR. All right, we are all caught up. All right, we are going to do next our. I just think. Let's see. Let's do our bat break. Let me hit refresh on this one. Remember, everybody out there, each spot you buy, if you're just joining us, each spot you're buying, really good chance. We're giving away some additional things just to sell some of these spots here at the end. We're giving away an autographed 8x10 photo. Huge potential with these names here. Bo Jackson, Nolan Ryan, Barry Sanders, Giannis. We have Allen Iverson, Yarmy Yager, Ellie De La Cruz, two of the greatest quarterbacks of all time, Elway and Montana. We're giving away an autographed hobby pack with at least one auto. Could be one auto, one memorabilia card, or two autos. And a hobby pack with an autographed football card. All right. One bat. And not one, but two baseballs. Go ahead, put in the chat 5 Major League Baseball players. Go ahead, put in the chat one line. 5 Major League Baseball players. We know it's either going to be bat 1 or 4. 1 or 4. 1 is on the table, 1 or 4. Put 5 players on one line. Everybody guesses correctly. Every single person that guesses correctly will get a $10 gift card. If it is only one person, that person will get a $15 gift card. If it is more than one person, it'll be $10 gift cards to everybody. All right, so one player. Go ahead. Multiple people, multiple players, one line. 1 and 4 are the bats. 2 times, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Bat 1. All right, bat 1. Baseball 2 and 3 are on the table. We also have 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, and 10. All right, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 9, and 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. All right, 7 and 9. 7 and 9 are going to be the two baseballs that we use. 7 and 9. All right, this is 7. This is 9. 2 and 3, not today. All right. Last call on those guesses. Jake with the Diamondbacks. George has the Braves. Richard with the O's. Brandon with the Bo Sox. Jose's got the Cubs. Gilbert's got the Grapes and the White Sox. Richard with the Reds. Kelsey has the Guards, David with the Rocks and the Tigers, Gilbert's got the Astros, Jose's got the Royals, Richard with the Angels, Charles has the Dodgers, Nate has the Marlins and the Brewers, David's got the Twins, Case has the Mets and the Yanks, Gilbert's got the A's, Daniel's got the Phils, Case has the Pirates, Jake with the Friars, Zach's got his G-Men, we've got Richard with the M's, Jose's got the Cards, David with the Rays, Jose with the Rangers, Mike's got the Jays, and David sitting nicely with the Nats. No more guesses. Good luck, everybody. No more guesses. All right. Box 9. Box 9. Let's go. Here we go. Big hits. Oh, yeah. Box 7 and 9, I should say. 7 first. So we are going to see that seal. I will put my notes out there real quick. This is a reminder. Go ahead and remove the outer seal. We'll save that inner seal for looking at that in a second. I'm going to take a note off. If we need to reference it, we will. It was in the listing, though. All right, so there's that. Comes around. You can see the shininess there. Here's our baseball. Oh, okay. We have a second baseman. Rawlings TriStar Authenticated Major League Baseball from the Detroit Tigers. Jace Young. All right, David. Jace Young coming your way again. I believe maybe in the first break you ever broke with me, you might have put a Jace Young. All right, but Jace Young from the Detroit Tigers coming your way. His brother has heated things up with the Texas Rangers. Not sure how he did today, but his brother's been really hot with the Rangers lately. Good young player. I like it. All right, Jace Young. All right, David. On the board. Yes. Box 9. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Maybe. All right, secondary seal. I just forgot to show that. There. Well, we saw this name just the other day. Just the other day, we saw this name. We have a Rawlings TriStar Authenticated Major League Baseball. Chucky Knobloch. David, I know you gave the other one. I don't know if the other person is aware that you gave it to them. But you got another baseball, another Chucky Knobloch designated to come your way. So congratulations, former National League Rookie of the Year, 3-time All-Star, I think. Let me see. Four-time All-Star. And 4-time World Series champion. Not too many players can say they've won 4 World Series. All right, Chuck Knobloch and Jace Young probably up for trade. Chucky Knobloch. All right. It's bat time. No. Bat time. Here is the knob. Or this is the barrel, I should say. Knob. Box 1 right there. We're going to cut into this side. All right. Let's get a little game on pizza on this one. All right. Chuck Knobloch, Jace Young. Ooh. Who do we have here? We have from the Toronto Blue Jays, terrific first baseman. Off to a slow start this year. But Mike, this is a blonde. I don't know if we've ever pulled a blonde Vlad. We've pulled Vlad Jr. before. But you're going to get a Vlad Jr. blonde Rawlings baseball bat coming up your way to Canada. Congratulations, Vlad Jr. Vlad Jr. coming your way. Congrats, Mike. Vlad Jr. on a very bright blonde Rawlings baseball bat. All right, and that is going to go to Mike. Vlad Jr. Bat time. Congrats, Mike. All right, do we have any Vlad guesses? All right, Jeff with the Vlad guess. Mr. Evans with the Vlad guess. So 2 names getting gift cards. David with the Vlad guess. George with the Vlad guess. Ooh, Vlad's costing me a few dollars tonight. Daniel with the Vlad. I'm guessing that's junior and senior. Candace with the Vlad guess. Junior and senior. All right. I think that's everybody. Jeff, Mike, David, George, Daniel, and Candace. Did we have any Chucky guesses? No Knobloch guesses. All right. Let me write these names down because I'm going to have to send you guys after the break gift cards. All right. So, Jeff, $10 gift cards. Jeff S. Mike Evans. David. We are going to have George. Daniel. And Candace. All right, you guys are each going to get a $10 gift card. If I don't send it to you tonight, I'll send it to you tomorrow, but I'll try to send it to you when the break ends tonight. All right. If you guys end up making a trade, Thomas or David, just hit me up. You guys are welcome, and congrats on the hits as well. All right. It is really raining here. All right, real quick, I'm going to go in, just update the orders. Just Greg. Okay. Nope, not just Greg. Chad as well. What up, Chad? All right, Chad has the Brew Crew. What up, Chad? I hope you are well. All right, Brewers, thanks, Pirates, Project. All right, on my end, one update real quick. All right, and then we just had George come in with 4 spots in the Funko break. Thank you, George. 1, 2, 4. And that'll leave us with just 4 spots in the Funko break, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, that is correct. All right. Let me go in and let's do a little football. All right, let me hit refresh on this. All right, guys, for this, just like what we did, I'm going to have you guys give me 5 NFL players. 5 NFL players. This is for a full-size helmet and jersey. Full-size helmet and jersey. If you are able to correctly guess, we'll do the same deal. If it's just one person, it'll be a $15 gift card. If it is multiple people, we'll give out $10 gift cards. All right. 5 players. Football up. All right. We have boxes 2, 3, and 4 for the helmet. 2, 3, and 4 for the helmet. Here, figure out the helmet first. Remember, each spot you buy is giving you an extra chance at giveaways too. I have a whole slew of autograph giveaways that I'm giving away to the people that have bought a spot since 11 o'clock. So at least 3 autos, could be 4 autos given away. There's 4, there's 5, 6, and 7 times. Box 4. Box 4. I'm going to give you a 411 on this. Box 4 had a slight dent when it came out of the case. At the bottom, bend, dent, whatever you want to call it. Just on the case, though. I'm sure the helmet will be just fine. But you can see it down there just a little bit on the box. But like I said, I'm sure the helmet's fine. Box 2 is going to be up here. We also have 3, 6, and 9. 2, 3, 6, and 9 for the jersey. All right, so 2, 3, 6, and 9. Your guesses are for either box, jersey or helmet. 5, 6, 7. Let's go box 6. All right, so let's go with box 6. Let me grab that. All right, so box 6 is this guy. Box 2, we're just going to put back here. It might be used later with our mini helmet break. All right. This is box 2. It's going right there. And now there is box 6. All right. Last call on your guesses here. We have Jose with the Cardinals, David with the Falcons and the Ravens, Mike has the Buffalo Bills, David with the Carolina Panthers, Tony has the Bears, Gregory's got the Bengals, Jose's got the Browns, Charlene with the Cowboys, Case has the Broncos, David with the Lions, Chad's got the Packers, David with the Texans, Case has the Colts, William with the Jags, Brandon's got the Chiefs and the Brandon L with the Chiefs, Brandon S with the Raiders, David's got the Chargers, George with the Rams, David with the Dolphins, Gilbert's got the Vikes, George with the Pats and the Saints. Harry's got the Giants, George with the Jets. Daniel saying fly, Eagle fly. Rick's got the Steelers. Zach Attack with the Niners. David with the Seahawks. Jose's got the Bucks. David with the Titans. And Greg sitting on the commode. All right, friends, no more guesses. Good luck, everybody. Good luck. Let's get a good luck football duck out there. Quack, quack. Box 6. Secondary seal is right there. We are going to have to razz this off. Rudiger, and this is actually a white with the green and yellow Rudiger. This is going to get razzed off. Famous from the movie Rudy. This will get razzed off our entire list. We'll do that after we figure out the helmet. So, Rudiger going to get razzed off. All right, it is helmet time. Helmet time. We don't know who's gotten a hit yet. All right, like I said, this box is slightly indented. We'll see how the other box looks. We might use a different box to just pitch this one for mailing. We'll see, though. We'll see how we're looking. All right, we'll keep it suspenseful by turning it backwards. We have a specialty helmet alert. Specialty helmet alert. All right. Oh, all right. We have a Hall of Famer. Hall of Famer. Circle the wagons. Circle the wagons, guys. Because we just pulled out an Andre Reed from the University of Kutztown, Pennsylvania. All right, Mike. A big night for Mike. He just got the Vlad. Now coming to Canada is going to be the Andre Reed. All right, Mike. Congratulations, Andre Reed, on the full-size helmet right here. Popping it. Beckett authentication. Andre Reed. Nate, I agree. I don't see many of the white Rudy jerseys. All right. We have to figure out who's going to hit Rudy. Rudy. By the way, feel free to hit that like button if you haven't yet already. All the likes, all the goodness. All right, 7 times. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Philadelphia Eagles getting the Rudy jersey. Fly, Eagles, fly. And we're going to be Daniel. Daniel, you're going to get this Rudy. We've never pulled this style Rudy. We've pulled Rudy before, but not on the white jersey. And I don't think we've ever seen that one. All right, so Rudiger, I'm going to go out to your way, Daniel, with the Fly Eagle Fly. All right, Philadelphia Eagles, Rudiger. I believe you might have just got one in the mail. Or if you didn't get it yet, it's on its way. The Rudy jersey. All right. Any Reed or Rudy guesses? No Reed. Oh, Candace with the Rudy guess. That is impressive. All right, Candace, you're going to get a $15 gift card. So Candace is actually going to get a $25 gift card. She had one from $10 from the previous. It is going to be a $25 gift card, Candace, coming your way. Congratulations, Candace. And Daniel, you guys are both welcome. All right, let me go check on the orders that came in. Daniel and George. Daniel with the spot in the sneaker attack. George says, "Gosh darn it, just give me my Funko." All right, George. Not only am I going to give you your Funko opportunity, but for closing that breakdown, George, because it's a fun little break and it's non-sports, George, I'm going to give you a Prism Rolling Stones pack. Prism Rolling Stones for you, George. Left or right? Left or right? A little love for you here, George. Thank you. Closing this one down. But the last 8 spots. You are welcome. You're welcome. And then we're going to have George going with the one that's on the right. You got it. A little extra Prism love. Rolling Stones. All right. Well, the Rolling Stones. You're going to have Keith Richards. A die cut and then a silver Prism. But you have a die cut, the Rolling Stones. Not going to be numbered, but it's Beggar's Banquet. Beggar's Banquet die cut. That's kind of neat. And then there you go. Ronnie Wood, Silver Prism. All right, George, those cards coming your way. All right, Funkalicious. All right, we know it's going to be this jersey. It's the last one from the case, so it'll be that jersey. We don't know which photo, and we don't know which Funko. You guys are going to put in the chat one letter from the alphabet. George, you are welcome. All right, one letter from the alphabet. We are going to figure out the photo. All right, we're going to figure out the photo. This will be for a box of mystery. We have photos 4, 5, 6, and 7. 4, 5, 6, and 7 are going to be our possibilities here. 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. All right, seventh one will be the one we use. And let me just put this out. Take that off. And I'm actually going to let you know what letters you guys are going to have, because it looks a little confusing right now. You don't see everything. Let's figure out what letter everybody's going to have. All right, little list randomizer 7 times. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Jake's going to have the letter A all the way to Jork with the letter Z. All right, so we're going to copy this, and we're going to go in. We're going to paste, and then we're going to hit refresh. And this will be our list. All right, so you're going to see Jake all the way down to George with the letter Z. All right, with that said, we got to figure out the Funko. We have Funko 2 on the table. We also have 4 and 6. 2, 4, 6. Who do we appreciate? 2, 4, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Box 6. Box 6. Let me grab box 6. Box 2 out of here. All right, last on those guesses. We are looking at Jake with the letter A, Charlene the letter B, Jake C, George D E F G, Daniel H, George H has I J, Chuck has K, George has L M N O P, and Q or L M N O P Q. Daniel has R, George has S and T, David has U, Steve has V, George has W, Jeff has X, Jake has Y, and George sleeping on the Z. All right, guys, no more guesses. Reminder, every single spot you buy right now, every single spot you buy gets you a bonus chance. This is just since 11 o'clock, so it'll only be a select number of people giving away a bonus autographed 8x10 photos, just like one of these that we're going to do here. That will be box 1 we do. Going to give a hobby pack from a hobby fresh. I just opened it tonight. Fresh case, fresh box. I mean, hobby pack. Guaranteed to have at least 1 auto. Could have 1 auto, 1 mem, or 2 autos in there. So we're going to do that pack there. Someone's going to get that pack, and then someone's going to get a hobby pack with a guaranteed autograph rookie card from 2022. All right, guys. First things first. Let's go. Let's go. Box 7. Box 7. This is a seal it and send it. All right. We have Tim Witherspoon. Tim Witherspoon. The letter W going out to George. Tim Witherspoon. All right, George. Tim Witherspoon coming your way. W. Witherspoon. Jeff. Jeff, you know what? That comment right there, Jeff, you just got yourself a pack of cards. Jeff, you just got yourself a Donruss pack of cards for that comment. All right, Jeff P is getting, that's Jeff P. Just got himself a pack of cards for that. We'll open it right now. Donruss 2024, it's a gravity pack. Let's see if there's a little anything in here for you, Jeff. All right, Kendrick Bourne, Rasul Douglas, a parallel Archie Manning throwback. Your rookie is Javon Baker, and Nico Collins. All right, Jeff, a little bonus love for you. Put a comment. All right, guys. Box four. Last one from the case. Let's go. See it up. Doing its thing all the way around. Let's go. All right, secondary seals right here. Oh, look at this. Drew Pearson on the hit. I'm not going to lie. I thought it was Michael Irvin. I really did. I thought it was Michael Irvin. Either way, it's a George hit. Hall of Fame wide receiver wearing the number 88, but this time it was Drew Pearson on the hit. Dallas Cowboy Hall of Famer Beckett on the authentication. All right, Drew Pearson. All right, George, 2 for 2. All right, box 6. Pick up the sticks. All right, all the way around. Secondary seal is this guy right here. It's Magic Johnson. The sweep and a huge hit right here. Magic Johnson on the Funko. That's awesome. Becky authenticated. What an amazing Funko pull right there. Hardwood Classic. One of the all-time greats. Magic Johnson on his NBA All-Star jersey right there. Does it say what year All-Star that is? I don't think it says. Oh, 86. It does. 1986. I was curious if it would say that year. 1986. Magic Johnson. Oh, it says it right there, too. Magic Johnson. All right. Yes, congratulations on the sweep. That's what my wife called it. A Magic Johnson. What? It must be after midnight. All right, that's George. Steve. I got Steve in here with the spot. Steve has the Friars of San Diego Padres. All right, guys. Jose's trying to talk you out of that one. He's like, get out of that spot for me, my man. All right, still some great spots out there, just saying. Giveaways on top of giveaways for that as well. All right, everybody with the correct letter here. We are talking JPW. JPW for the guesses. JPW. Greg and Mike Widows with W's. Danielson with the letter J. I think that's it. I think Greg, Mike, and Daniel are the only correct guesses. All right. It is thundering like crazy here in Pittsburgh. But it didn't stop the Pirates from beating the Los Angeles Dodgers today. That win was not expected when they were down 6-1. Pirates were down 6-1. Did not think they'd come back and win that one today. Just saying. All right. 2 hits, 1 whammy. 2 hits and 1 whammy. We have a golden egg, a golden box, and a silver box. Seven times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. It's going to be Greg. It's going to be Greg. It's going to be Greg. All right, Greg, go ahead and make a selection. Did I see you bought another sneaker? I have you getting one like a few minutes ago, but like a little while ago. Silver it is. You got it, Greg. All right, Greg, you passed up on the golden egg. The golden egg had not 1, not 2, but 3 packs: a Monopoly Prism basketball, a Score football, and a Chronicles baseball pack. So 3 packs for the price of 0. Then you passed up on the whammy. You passed up on the golden box, and inside the golden box was the Itchy from the Itchy and Scratchy show, Itchy Funko from The Simpsons. All right. Itchy and Scratchy. That means, Greg, you are going to be staring down a baseball 50-50 chance at an auto or memorabilia card out of here. 50-50 chance, Greg. USA Stars and Stripes 2023 Mega Pack. Let's go. All right. You have an Alexander Klimley, Blake Mitchell, a young prospect, Joseph Gonzalez, PJ Morlando, and a patch. You do have a little bit of a patch card here. There is a under 18. There is a Joshua Davis. Patch love. A little patch love right there. All right, Joshua Davis, patch love. And he's Australian. There's no Fosters for beer here. He's just Australian. So he's an international player in the USA pack. All right. Okay. I think at this point I can't do any more breaks just yet. Oh no! Don't tell me it's true. All right. Let me go in and just point out figure out on my end what's still available. All right, I'll figure out on my end what's available. All right. We have 5 basketball spots. 5, 5. All right, 5, 5. So there's a total of 16 spots out there. All right, so that's quite a few. All right, group tabs. All right, so here's the deal. I normally don't do this, but I'm going to add something that's a little unique here. All right. We are going to add a whammy to the giveaways. A Fruit Loops Funko Pop. That's right. Fruit Loops Funko Pop going to be added. All right, so we're going to do a Fruit Loops Funko Pop added to the whammies, from the whammies to our giveaway. So as long as you have bought a spot since 11 o'clock tonight, okay, you're going to get someone. Every single one of these items is given away to somebody. Plus, you're going to get the spot you actually buy. You're going to have a chance at an autographed 8x10 photo. Huge potential. Bo Jackson, Nolan Ryan, Barry Sanders, just to name a few. Shaq, Joe Montana, John Elway. Someone's going to get a Hobby Pack Baseball 2020. There's some really big names in here. Guaranteed. To have at least one auto, could be one auto, one memorabilia card, could be 2 autos. We have a 2022 hobby pack from the draft class there, the low series. It's guaranteed to have an auto. Plus, we're going to do the Fruit Loops Funko. So someone will get the Fruit Loops Funko as well. And it's all because Greg said, I really need a whammy. I need a whammy in my life. So here's a chance at a bonus whammy that won't even be considered a whammy. All right. Let me see where things stand. George and Candace coming up big for us here. Candace with a couple basketball spots. And then George bought the rest. All right, we can do the basketball. Thank you, guys. Candace and George coming up big with that one. All right, guys, thank you. All right. Here is the deal. We have one autographed basketball, one autographed sneaker. So we know it's going to be this sneaker right here. All right, it's going to be this sneaker. What we don't know is which basketball we're going to use. I'm just moving that back. We have basketball 1 as a placeholder, and then we know it's going to be basketball jersey number 2. So it's going to be jersey 2, and it's going to be sneaker number 50. We don't know which basketball. We have basketballs 1, 2, and 3 as possibilities. I want everybody out there, you're going to put in the chat one NBA team. One NBA team. Everybody that gets this correctly gets a chance at a box of mystery, and I'm going to load it. Absolutely load the boxes of mystery for this one. All right? So I'm not joking. Everything's going to have marble hits except for the whammy. All right, we got to figure out, well, it'd be helpful if I would have copied and pasted first. We're going to figure out who's getting what spot in our basketball break. All right, now we can do that. 7 times. Here are all the names. If this was a 7th time, George would name my placeholder. Chad would get the Hawks. George would get the Wizards. But it's going to get crazy. We're going to mix it up 7 times. There's 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 6. One more is making it 7 times. We're going to have Greg going to get, sorry, just Greg W. I don't know why I don't have the last, but we know who that is. Greg's going to get the Hawks. David, the Wizards. We're going to copy this. We're going to go in. Paste it. And hit refresh. And let's see what we got. We have Gregory with the Hawks, Candace the Celtics, Daniel the Nets, Ryan the Hornets, George the Bulls, Chris the Cavs, Jake the Mavs, James the Nugs, Greg's got the Pistons, Jeff the Warriors, Danielson with the Rockets, George has the Pacers, Jake has the Clippers, Charlene has the Lake Show. Philip has the Grizzlies. Charlene has the Heat. Paul's got the Bucks. Candace with the T-Wolves. Chad's got the Pels. George has the Knicks. George with the Thunder. George with the Magic. Jake has the Sixers. Candace with the Suns. Charlene with the Blazers. Chris has the Kings. George with the Spurs. Daniel with the Raptors. Jake has the Jazz. And David with the Wizards. All right, we got to figure out the basketball, guys. And if anybody wants to make a trade, you can propose trades right now. It'd be like the Wizards are up for trade, things like that. Go ahead. We have 1, 2, and 3 for our basketball. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Box 1. Staying with what's out there. Box numero uno. All right. Mavericks up for trade. Wizards for trade. All right. Last call on the guesses here. I'll give you guys about a minute more if anybody wants to make a discussion for trade. Mavs for Wizards. Wizards for Warriors. Mavs for Wizards. Anybody taking up a trade here? I'll give it 10 seconds. Nobody agreeing to a trade. We'll just go on. We have proposed Mavs for Wizards. Wizards for Warriors. David, would you do Mavs for Wizards? Jeff, would you do Wizards for Warriors? All right. We have Mavs for Wizards. Mavs for Wizards has been accepted. All right, Mavs for Wizards. So David's going to now have the Mavs. Jake will now have the Wizards. All right, Sixers. He has the Sixers. Daniel has the Raptors, the Rockets, and the Nets. I think I'll stay. All right. All right. I think I'll stay. All right. Let's see if I can refresh this and see if it'll change. Nope. All right. Well, we know that Jake now has the Wizards and David now has the Mavericks. Sorry, it's not refreshing on my end here just because of everything, but we're going to call no more guesses. We're going to call no more trades. Again, the trade did go through. You don't see it on my end, but just know it is official. The Wizards are now with Jake. The Mavs are now with David. All right, guys, I'm going to get us going. This is box 2. Box 2, basketball 2. Get our Dennis Rodman. Good luck. Quack, quack. Sealed up all the way around. It's going to be a cut across. See what we've got. Ooh, Robert Horry, and that is a San Antonio Spur. San Antonio Spurs on the hit. Robert Horry, one of the all-time great legendary players in NBA history when it comes to playoff scoring. Robert Horry. All right, Robert Horry on the massive hit for the Spurs. The only hit they've got tonight in the last 3 quarters. All right, Spurs, George, Robert Horry. All right, box number 1, quack, quack. Sealed up, doing its thing. 1 cut. There's 2. Go across. Oh my God, we have a monster hit, guys. An absolute monster of a hit. Holy cow, Daniel, you're going to be glad you didn't trade one of your spots, Daniel. Holy cow, what a hit. All right, it is a headliner. Wow. We have a Wilson deflated basketball from the Houston Rockets. Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant on the Houston Rockets right there. KD. What a hit. Legendary hit right there. Kevin Durant. Boom. Kevin Durant. All right. What a hit. All right. Congratulations, Daniel. Great hit. All right. It's basketball time. Good spots out there. Get on it. Quack, quack. Giving away the Funko, the hobby packs, guaranteed at least 3 autos, could be 4 autos, plus the Fruit Loops Funko. All right, guys. Box number 50. 5050. All right. 50. Go down. Sealed up. All the way around. Time to give it a cut. Another cut. Pop it up. A lot of paper. A lot of paper. A lot. And there goes the dirty bit of the sneaker, but it's there. A lot of paper. Normally they put paper on the bottom, paper on the top, not in between. What does that mean? Seeing some red. Seeing some red. Got its tag still. Ooh, that's a pretty sneak. Ooh, that's a pretty sneak. This screams slam dunk champion from the 80s, if I might say so myself. From the Atlanta Hawks, the Dominic Wilkins. The Dominic Wilkins hit right there. Dominic Wilkins on Nike Airs. The little tag, everything. Authenticity. eBay. This is an eBay authenticity product, actually. An eBay authenticity little tag on that. Dominic Wilkins. Dominic Wilkins. Beautiful sneaker. Look at those Jordans. Air Jordans. Dominic Wilkins. Greg on the hit. Greg's having a good night. Congrats, Greg. All right. Big names here. Dominic Wilkins, Kevin Durant, Robert Horry, one of the greatest shooters of all time in the clutch. All right, so we have Hawks, Rockets, Spurs. Hawks, Rockets, Spurs. All right, Steve had the Spurs as a guess. I think Steve is the only correct guess. Steve, I think you're going to be the only correct guess here. And like I promised, it's going to be loaded. I mean, if I miss, yeah, I only see Steve as well comes. I promised to load it up, so I will. There will be 2 hits and 1 whammy. I can't promise the whammy will be loaded. All right. Steve. All right, as promised, I have loaded it up. 2 hits, 1 whammy. Can't promise the whammy's good, but everything else is good. We have Babes, we have Golden Egg, and we have the Police. Steve? And still good spots out there. Go to dad-breaks.com. Go to dad-breaks.com. He's going with the Police. Police. All right, Steve. You passed up on the Babes. Inside the Babes was a $15 Dad Break gift card. All right, so you missed out on a $15 Dad Break gift card. Steve, you also passed up on the whammy. Inside of here was your very own miniature little drink. You can take it on the go. Little. Everybody wants one of these little guys, but do they really want one of the little guys? I'm just saying, we have a mini. All right, so no whammy. Steve, I got to put your name on here not once, not twice, but 3 times, Steve. 3 times. We are talking Historic Autographs Hobby Pack, The Mob, Topps Chrome Mega Pack, and Monopoly Prism Pack. All right, Steve, let's pull some heat. Let's pull a heater. All right, let's start with Monopoly Prism. All right, Steve, you have a Damian Lillard, a Bob Carrington rookie, Bob Carrington, a Tyrese Maxey, and a Jalen Williams. All right, those are card pack number 1 for you, Steve. Pack number 2. Topps Chrome. We'll save the historical autographs pack for last. Topps Chrome. All right. There's an Isaiah Collier, rookie. Joel Embiid. Oh no, he got hurt on that play. Naz Reid. Is that a short print? Not numbered, but it is a refractor. Naz Reid and a Tyrese Maxey. 2 Tyrese Maxeys tonight in front of your packs, and a Joel Embiid. All right, Steve, here we go. Hobby Pack Historic Autographs, The Mob. There's a Monk Eastman. There's East Harlem Purple Gang. There's the Appalachian Meetin. There's the Cleveland family. There's Consigliere. You have a parallel Lucchese family. This is numbered 1 to 149. 1 of 149 on your short print right there. On a short print. You're going to have the Umberto Clam House. There's the Buffalo family. There's the Sing Sing. And Cement Shoes Family. All right. Those are always fun to read about. They'll have a nice, very detailed paragraph or paragraphs on the back of almost every one of them except for that one parallel. All right, Steve, you are welcome. Yeah, I enjoy them too. I always say, even if they're not the most valuable, like if you get the relics or the redemptions, those can be really valuable, but they're a fun product to read. Maxi definitely is. If Embiid was always healthy, he'd be the best player. He just you can't rely on him. You cannot rely on him. Yes, I agree, Steve. That's a good call. All right, guys, give me a second here. Get caught up. All right, I have Jeff, Candace, Mike Evans, Nate, and Mike Widows that I have to put in here. All right, to get caught up to where I need to be at this point. All right, Mike Widows has the Diamondbacks and the Pirates. The Pittsburgh Pirates. Arr. Nate has the Indianapolis Colts. Michael Evans has the Milwaukee Brew Crew, looking to stay hot with the NL Central. Candace has the New York Metropolitans. And Jeff has the Chicago Bears. As I type in, instead of Jeff, I typed in Chicago Bears. And Jeff P with the Bears. And then one more that just came in. Let me take a look. Jake. A couple spots here. Jake grabbing the Commanders and the Cubbies. All right, give me 1 second. I want to move a few things around. Right. We have just 3 spots remaining tonight. Just 3 spots remaining. All right. The 3 spots that remain. We have the New Orleans Saints and the Tennessee Titans. Saints and Titans. And then we just have the Houston Astros. The Houston Astros in our 16 by 20. All right. Each spot gives you a chance of those autographed 8 by 10, the autographed hobby packs, and the Fruit Loops Funko Pop that we're giving away. But that said, I hit the wrong button. We're going to do our bat break. No, 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 bat break. All right, let me hit refresh on this. All right. I have box one. We know we're going to be breaking box one. It is going to be this guy right here. Last one from the case. We know this for a fact. We don't know which baseballs we're going to use. I want everybody out there, same deal. We've been doing this 5 Major League Baseball players. If more than one, so one person, or if it's more than one person, we'll do boxes of mystery. If it's one person or less, that person is going to get a hobby pack, just like what we're going to do for the giveaway. But if one person guesses a player correctly, they'll get a guaranteed autographed hobby pack. If it's more than one, we'll do random.org. We'll do boxes out there, but we'll do all sorts of different things, but no whammies. But 5 players, one line. We know it's box one for the bat. We have to figure out which baseball. We have 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, and 8. Any Atlanta teams? The teams I went over were all that we had left at this point. All right, 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. 2 is staying out there. 1's going to get replaced by box 8. So let me grab box 8. All right, box 8. Place in box 1. All right, last call on the guesses here, guys. Last call. 5 players, 1 line. 5 players, 1 line coming out of either baseball or the bat. We have Mike with the Diamondbacks, Jose with the Braves, Steve has the O's, Brandon with the Bo Sox, Chuck has the Cubs, Daniel with the White Sox, Greg has the Reds, Steve has the Guardians, David with the Rocks, Case has the Tigers and the Astros, David has the Royals, Danielson with the I don't know why I keep saying Danielson tonight. Daniel has the Angels in the outfield. Greg's got the Los Angeles Dodgers. David's got the Marlins. Chad's got the Brewers. Jose's got the Twins. Candace with the Mets. Charlene's got the Yanks. Charlene has the A's. Daniel with the Phillies. Mike has the Friars. Mike has the Pirates. Steve has the Friars. Zach's got his Giants. Ryan's got the Mariners. Michael Evans with the Cardinals and the Rays. Jose with the Rangers. Mike has the Jays. And Rick's sitting there nicely with the Nats. All right, I'm going to call it no more guesses. Right, what is your Angels in? Did you buy an Angels play? Is that what you're asking? Angels, you have it in the photo, the 16 by 20 photo, the baseball jersey, and the baseball break. The different 3-box break, Troy. All right, guys, no more guesses. But you're coming up, Troy. You're coming up, just not this one. Fair question, though. Fair question. All right, 2-8, and then 1 on the bat. Let's get a good luck baseball duck. Quack, quack. Box 2. Box 2. We'll take our little note off. 2. Sealed up all the way around. Secondary seal. And I will have our break, which is going to be next Tuesday. We'll have the stuff on our website tonight, just a couple minutes after our break ends. So just a heads up on that. All right. Ooh, here we go. Throwback. This will be a league ball. Nope, it's not a league ball. I thought we might have an American League ball coming out of this one. All right, let me move this around, get a better look at that signature. It's going to be based on games played. I think of this guy as a Yankee. He's most famous for being a Yankee, but we'll see games played. Don Larson. Don Larson. The World Series perfect game. Don Larson. All right, let's see. Don Larson. All right, the late Don Larson died just before. Okay, that's interesting that they actually would post he was cremated. Not that I think we need to know that on a baseball page. All right, games played. He is a Yankee. He is a New York Yankee. Don Larson. All right, from Michigan City, Indiana. Don Larson. All right, the Yankees on the hit, and that is Charlene. Charlene, congratulations for putting you on the board tonight. Don Larson. Donnie Larson. All right. Let's use the Whopper. I haven't had a burger in a while. I could go for a good burger. All right. Secondary seal is this guy right there. Oh, what a pull. All right. What a pull. All right. A youngster. This was a late 5, if I'm not mistaken. It came from a Raz. Let me double check. something here. But I'm almost positive I'm right. Colson. Yeah, I'm right. Yeah, okay. I was like, I think I'm right. I was questioning myself. All right. We have a Beckett authenticated Major League Baseball. Came from a late Raz buy. How about a little Colson Montgomery? Colson Montgomery for the Chicago White Sox. Shortstop. Played a little third, but mostly shortstop. Colson Montgomery. Really nice young player for the White Sox. Having a good year, a good breakout year, I guess you could call it. Colson Montgomery for the White Sox. All right. Congratulations, Daniel, on the Raz hit. All right, box one. The grab bag hit, I should say, grab bag. Box one, last one from this case. This is the knob end. We're going to open it up from that side. All right. Use that Whopper. Pulled a nice Colson Montgomery for the Whopper. Might as well keep that rolling. We keep it rolling. Scott rolling. Ooh, pink. We're going pink. Oh, I know this one. All right, we have Hall of Famer Chicks Dig the Long Ball. Chicks Dig the Long Ball. One of my favorite baseball commercials ever. Tom Glavine. Tom Glavine on a pink breast cancer awareness bat right there. Jose. There you go, Jose. Tom Glavine on a Braves hit. Atlanta Braves, Tom Glavine. Pink Rawlings breast cancer awareness bat. All right. Nice hit. I did see an Atlanta comment coming there from you, Gray. George with the Tom Glavine guess. That's fire. Tom Glavine guess for George. So George with a fire guess. All right, that's the only correct guess. George, you are going to get a hobby pack. All right, it's not going to come out of the box. I'm going to put 3 out there, George. You're just going to tell me left, center, or right. Left, center, or right, George. Guaranteed to have at least 1 auto. Could be a 1 auto, 1 mem, or 2 autos. But George, great guess. All right, Mike. Well, yeah, you can each have one. Whatever. Mike, you pick one too. Center's gone, Mike. You got to pick right or left. I didn't see the Mike one, so that's on me. All right, Mike, go ahead and make a selection. Left or right? Left. You got it. All right, Mike, George, nobody. All right, this is going to be Mike's. We'll go with Mike's first. All right, Mike, at least 1 auto. Could be 1 auto, 1 mem, or 2 autos. All right. Mike, you have 2 autos. All right, and one's die cut of a player that we are familiar with. All right, die cut on card of a player we're going to be familiar with. All right, Hudson Hatskin out of 999. Bobby Miller, Los Angeles Dodger pitcher Bobby Miller. Emil Valencia out of 499. Here comes your on-card die cut out of 49 of Justin Foscue. Justin Foscue on-card die cut. Nice pull right there of Justin Foscue. Texas Ranger prospect in this one. Out of 49. And then another on-card. This is going to be Petey. Hey, Petey. Petey Halpin. Petey Halpin. But a nice Justin Foscue. All right, Mike. But whatever. You are welcome. All right, George. Here is yours. Again, at least one auto. Could be one auto, one mem, or two autos. George, you have, I believe, two autos. Two autos. That is a tiny auto on the one. All right, two autos. This guy is breaking out like nobody's business with the Giants this year. He went from a utility player to a huge home run threat. Doesn't get on base as much as you might want, but when he has the power that he's had this year, wow, watch out. Casey Schmidt on a not out of 999. Jeremy Woo Eland. Cody Thomas out of 499. All right, here's that tiny auto I saw. Fran Adlui. Fran Adlui. That is the Dominican Prospect Edition, Fran Adlui. And look at this. Tyler Keenan. Little Tyler Keenan love. Mississippi. On the Contenders Elite Extra. All right, George, both those cards coming your way. Congrats, Mike and George, on the correct guesses. Again, congrats on the hits, and check out the breast cancer awareness bag. You guys are welcome. You're welcome. All right, we have two more breaks left, but I also have giveaways to do. Let me see if we've closed the evening out. We still have the baseball break left. Still have the baseball break left. Just have one spot in our baseball break. Let me rearrange things just a little bit. All right, so real quick, everything is sold out except for our baseball break. We have the Houston Astros. Everything else tonight, friends, is sold out. Houston Astros, the last person to buy this will also get a bonus Chronicle spot, plus we'll get a chance at all these bonus giveaways. But I have a Chronicles 2021 baseball pack as just a little small bonus closing out and buying the Houston Astros. And then you'll also get a chance at these additional giveaways as well. All right, with all that said, bear with me. I'm going to get caught up just in the few orders, and I'm going to put everybody's name in for these giveaways. All right, so David and Candace, I have to put you guys in here. Now, Candace has the Saints, because they're going marching home. And then David has the Tennessee Titans. All right. And like I said, I'm going to go in now. And all the names that bought spots from 11 o'clock onward are going to get their name in here. So, David. And if I misspell people's names, I apologize. Mike E. Greg W. Candace. And like I said, I'm going to misspell some of these if I don't. We just have that one spot. We're looking to sell that one last baseball spot. Bonus Chronicles will get this Chronicle spot plus the additional chances at those. Plus, you'll have the Astros in the free box break. All right, so that's Candace with that spot. Jose's got 3, 1, 2, and 3 spots. Chuck had 3, 1, 2, and 3. Then we're going to go with Troy. Troy had a spot. then Greg, then Chad, then George had 4. One, 2, 3, and 4. And then we're going to have Daniel with a spot. George had 4 more. 1, 2, 3, and 4. We had Steve, Candace with 2. Then we had George with 3 more. 1, 2, and 3. Mike Widows had 2. Like I said, just one more spot. Right? Nate had a spot. Mike Evans had another spot. Let's see. Candace, you had a spot. Jeff P had a spot. Jake had 2 spots. Candace another spot. David spot. All right, I am all caught up. We have 1 spot to sell. We'll do that giveaways and everything later. Let me refresh. We can do the break you guys see on the screen. All right, guys. For this, give me 1 NFL team. If it comes out of the jersey or either mini helmet, jersey or either mini helmet. Like I said, the last baseball spot, give away a Chronicles 2021 spot as a little bonus extra. Whoever buys that last spot to close the night out. All right. We have to figure out this. You're just going to put one one NFL team out there. One NFL team. We have 2, 3, and 9. 2, 3, and 9 are the possibilities for our jersey here. 2, 3, and 9. Hey, Harry, I hope you've had fun tonight. I appreciate you breaking with me. If you have any questions, let me know. But you say good ante. Is that a good? Are you going with the? I don't know with the ante. Are we anteing up? I don't know. I think Harry wants to play poker. I'm down. I miss the days of hanging out with the buds and drinking a few. There's 3, there's 4, there's 5, 6, and 7 times. 9 and 3. So 2's going to get replaced by box 9 here, guys. 2 gets replaced by box 9. All right, coming on here. Box number 9. Adios numero dos. 2s are loud in my game. All right, number 1 is out there for the mini helmet. We also have 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, and 12. All right, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Box 4. Box 4 for our mini. Grab that off the top. Box 4. Box 1. Bonjour. Abdomen. We'll see. Ciao. All right. Just 1 spot. Who wants staying at the Houston Astros? Everybody wants the Houston Astros, right? We have David with the Cardinals, Jose with the Falcons, Matt's got the Ravens, Brandon with the Bills, David with the Panthers, Jeff has the Bears, Mike has the Bengals, Matt has the Browns and the Cowboys, Paul's got the Broncos, David with the Lions, Mike's got the Packers, David with the Texans, Nate's got the Colts, Case with the Jags, Brandon with the Chiefs, William has the Raiders, David with the Chargers and the Rams and the Dolphins, Thomas has the Vikings, Chris with the Pats, Candace has the Saints, Harry's got the Giants, Case has the Jets, Daniel with the Fly Eagle Fly, Matt's got the Steelers, Chuck wagging it with the 49ers, David with the Seahawks, Jose's got the Bucks, David with the Titans, and Jake sitting on the commode. All right. I think someone bought that last spot too. So thank you, whoever that was. I'll figure that out here in a little bit. But let's do this. No more guesses. No more guesses. Put the mini helmet box 4 back there. Start out with box 3. Let's use Life is Like a box of mystery. You never know what you're going to get. All right, box 3. There's our seal right here. I'm going to turn it around all the way. Give it a cut. See what we got. Williams. Oh, that's awesome. Look at that, Ricky Williams. We have a 420 puff puff. Ricky Williams, smoke weed every day. That's awesome. Miami Dolphins on the hit. David, there you go. Puff, puff, puff. Ricky Williams, the 420 jersey right there. There you go, David. There you go. All right, Miami Dolphins on the board. Yes. All right, Ricky Williams. That works out well for you, David. Now, was your 421 one with all the phrases, or was it just the autograph? Because some of them are just autographs, some have the phrases, but this one has all the phrasing. All right. Box number 9. Sealed up this way, all the way around. Gonna give it a cut across. See what we got. Oh, Lawrence Taylor. Lawrence Taylor. And it's one of those ones we're going to have to read. LT for the Giants. The New York Football. Harry. Welcome to the show, Harry. First time breaker in the break room with us. Harry, a big hit. Congrats, Harry. Harry, you're going to love checking this one out. Look at this. These are the kind you want to put on display in the playroom, downstairs, in your den, your whatever you got. Your man cave. Lawrence Taylor, 10-time Pro Bowl selection, 3X Defensive Player of the Year, 3-time Super Bowl champion, 1986 NFL MVP, 1999 NFL Hall of Fame. Lawrence Taylor. Love when they have the stats. The stat jerseys are perfect for hanging. My brother has a Joe DiMaggio stat jersey. Now it is not signed. He has a signed cut with his jersey that he has displayed. He's always said that if he dies first, he's giving it to me. And I'm like, well, we don't need to talk about that. But my nickname growing up was DiMaggio, actually. A lot of players. Even when I played basketball, the PA announcer would call me DiMaggio when I got called in, just because my baseball style, the way I played, was a very, very, very poor man's DiMaggio. And I say poor man very, 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 very loosely. All right. Harry, Lawrence Taylor. Hopefully you have had some fun tonight, Harry. Love having you in the show and having some fun. All right, let's see. Box 4. Doing its thing, front, side, back. Ding. Cut. Slight pop it up. We have a specialty helmet. Washington Commanders. This is a Mike Sandersill. Mike Sandersill coming out of here for the Commanders on a slate helmet. All right. Mike Sandersill. Sandersill. Yep. For the Washington Commanders. That was a late spot, Jake. Mike Sandersill. I can't talk, but you got it. I thought he was a Michigan Wolverine. One of my best friends is a diehard Blue fan. All right, Jake. Late by Karma, indeed. There are a few of the late night Karmas tonight. All right, Dolphins, Giants, and Commanders for guesses. All right. Harry with the correct guess. David with the correct guess. I think Harry and David. Are we serious? Harry and David? The only two? Do we have to go get some apples and some like some popcorn and like sugarcoat them, Harry and David style? All right, Harry and David. I'm going to have you each get something here. All right, Harry and David each going to get something. We will do. All right. Chronicles 2021 traditional jumbo pack and a Prism draft picks. All right, top name is going to get the jumbo. Second name is going to get. All right, so Harry, David, Young. All right, if you guys don't know who Harry and David is, delish. All right, there's two, there's three. Top name gets the Chronicles. Second name gets the Prism draft picks. There's three, there's four, there's five, there's six. Seven times. David, you're going to get the Chronicles draft picks. The Chronicles jumbo, I mean. And Harry's going to get the Prism draft picks back. All right. So you guys are each going to get a little something here. All right. So this will be David's Chronicles, Harry's Prism. All right, Harry, a little bit more before you jet out of here. And stick around because I think you might be eligible for one of the giveaways. I forget. Earl Campbell, Max Crosby. Look how young and non-tattooed he was. Max Crosby. Jaden Reed rookie. There you go. Nice pull. Nice Jaden Reed rookie. A.T. Perry rookie. And a parallel rookie, a Puka Nakua. There you go. A Puka Nakua Prism Draft Picks rookie. There you go. Nice parallel of Puka. It's a great pull. Probably the most valuable pull of that set. All right. Puka Nakua rookie Prism. Parallel. All right. Harry, congrats. Welcome to the show. Hopefully you've had some fun. All right, David, here we go. Here is your Chronicles pack. All right, this is David's little Jonathan Taylor, second year card. A.J. Brown, Travis Kelce, Christian McCaffrey, Nick Chubb, Mac Jones rookie, Brevin Jordan, Big Ben. There is a, who is that? Kyle Trask rookie, Jalen Waddle rookie, Waddle. Kenneth Gainwell rookie. There is a second year Justin Jefferson, second year Joey B, Tyreek Cheetah Hill, and last but not least, a rookie of Trey Lancelot. All right. David and Harry, congratulations. All right, guys. Who bought this last spot? I got to figure that out. That person's going to get that Chronicles pack. Oh, Greg, you the man, Greg. Greg is getting the Astros. He's getting that pack. And we get a little love. It's down tonight. All right. Greg, this is your Chronicles pack right here. All right. We'll put a sticker on that, and then we'll do random.org to figure out who's getting these other things real quick. All right. All right, Greg, this is your Chronicles baseball pack. Well, we'll open it, sort of. You're going to get a Ryan Mountcastle rookie, a clear Alec Bohm rookie, Alec Bohm. Clear shots, clear vision, I should say. A little Brent Honeywell overdrive. Whit Merrifield, Titan. And a rookie of Braylon Marquis on the rookie. All right, a few rookies. Nice Alec Boehm rookie there. Honeywell had the stuff before all of the injuries. That was a shame. Brett Honeywell is an example of a guy, just all the talent, but too many arm injuries. You just can't overcome it, unfortunately. All right, so we're going to do it this order. Top name is going to get this autograph hobby pack, or autograph 8x10 photo, okay? Second name is going to get the hobby pack with at least one auto, could be one out of one mem. Third name is going to get the 2022 hobby pack with at least one football autograph rookie. And the fourth name is going to get the Fruit Loops Funko. All right. If anybody needs to email me, just let me know. Hey, Harry, you're welcome. I hope you had fun. All right, guys, 7 times. Top name, autograph 8x10. Second name gets the autographed hobby pack for baseball. Third name, autographed hobby pack for football. Fourth name, Fruit Loops. There's 3. There's 4, 5, 6. One more makes it 7 times. Top 4 names. Here we go. We have George, and Steve. That's the way it's going to play out. Steve is going to get the Funko. George is going to get the rest. That is the way the luck draws. George, the big winner. George, and then Steve is going to get the Funko. All right, Steve. Is that Funko is yours? Then these other items are going to be George. George. I'm putting your name on stickers here, George. All right, Steve. This is going to be your Fruit Loops Funko, Steve. Congratulations. And this came courtesy of Justin. So we want to give Justin a shout out for that. Steve, that'll be coming your way. All right, George. You are just racking it up here. All right, George. Let's do this. This is your 2022 Hobby Pack, one autograph rookie. All right. Stephen Carr, Hassan Haskins, Traylon Burks, Devontae Price, Skip the Auto, Chase Lucas, and Shamar Thornton. Your auto is Christopher Allen. Christopher Allen on the auto. All right. That is giveaway number 1 here for you. Bonus number 1, George. All right. Here is your hobby pack. Again, 1 auto, could be 1 auto, 1 mem, or 2 autos. If I can get the sticker. There we go. All right, George, here we go. Again, at least 1 auto, could be 1 auto, 1 mem, or 2 autos. Yeah, it's going to be 1 auto, 1 mem. 1 auto, 1 memorabilia card. All right. Here's a guy with a lot of power. Tyler Soderstrom. Tyler Soderstrom with the Oakland A's. Tyler Soderstrom out of 999. Here's a die cut out of, can't tell the number, but Trevor Hauver. Trevor Hauver on a die cut. How about a little Taylor Dollard? Taylor Dollard. Here is a Rafael Palmeiro Chicago Cub. Chicago Cub. That's what they're listing him. That's the team that drafted him. 1985. Rafael Palmeiro on the jersey card there, a little memorabilia card. And you have an auto here, hidden gem. Grant McCreary on your hidden gem from the San Francisco Giants. All right, George, that'll be your pack. Pack number 2. Now it's time for your auto. All right, George, last bonus, and then we have the last break of the night. All right, George, let's give it a little tap. 8x10 love for George. Oh, I love this photo, George. You may have seen this one before, but it's a beautiful photo. Sean Kemp. Love this photo. I love crowd photos from the 80s. This one's 90s, but 80s and 90s. Crowd photos, unbelievable. But there we go. Sean Kemp, coming your way, George. Congrats. I like that one a lot. Gatorade Slam Dunk Contest, Sean Kemp. No, it could have. I won't lie. George. You're welcome. All right, guys. Last break. And then, again, I'm going to just show this real quick. Just as a reminder, my upcoming schedule, we're going to break on Tuesday, and then that's the last break until June 29th. I have to travel for work, and then I'm going on a family vacation, not a long family vacation. My mom's going to come over, watch our dog while we're gone, but just a short little family getaway. Much needed. My daughter's out of school type of deal. But just wanted to let you know in advance. That's the gap. There's a break. So we're doing it next Tuesday, and then we're going to have a long break until the 29th. Hopefully, you don't stray away too long. You're able to come back. But if you have questions in the meantime, you guys want to make trades, you know where to reach out to me. I'll connect you with whoever needs to be connected with it, and then we'll have some fun in here. But I really do appreciate you guys. I hope you guys have fun with these. I know I talk a lot, and I drag these out sometimes, but I like to have fun in here. And I really appreciate, and just know that the proceeds from this really do go to a good cause. My daughter's 529 college fund. So thank you guys so much. That it's the coolest thing in the world to know that if I don't pay for all of her college, I'm going to be able to pay for most of her college just from doing this the last 7 years. And I just think that's the coolest thing. As somebody that works in education, never thought he'd be able to do that. I literally paid off my student loans a year before I started dad break. So I just think it's the coolest thing. So all right, 1, 2, 3, and 5 are the possibilities. This is for our baseball. You guys, same deal. One Major League Baseball team. Everybody put one team out there. Everybody that guesses a team correctly is going to get a pack of cards. Every single person will get a pack of cards tonight here. For 6 and 7 times. Box 1, the one that's out there is the one we're going to use. All right, so box 1 right there. For our jersey, we have 1, 2, 3. I don't know what numbers. 1, 2, 3, and 5. Thank you, Jake. Hey, Thomas. Absolutely. As someone, so I have a long lineage. My dad, my late dad was a teacher. My mom was a teacher. My dad's mom and his mom was teachers, or her mom was a teacher. So I have a lineage of people that worked in education in my family. But I married into a family that was as blue collar as it gets. My father-in-law was a plumber. His father was a plumber. They had their own business. So I completely get it. And it's one of the things that, like, when I went to school, you had to go to college. That's all they talked about. Like, I didn't know what I wanted to do. I wanted to have my own business at age 16. But I was told you had to go to college. I think it's so cool that we don't force kids to go to college these days. All right, there's box 2. Because too many people build up a debt for something they don't want to do. So I 1,000% agree with you there, Thomas. Now, if she wants to go to college, she's fully supported. If she doesn't, she's going to have money to get started and have a good start to her lifestyle, whatever she ends up doing. She's really, really into art. Really into art. Japanese art, she's really into. She's only 14 now. Some of these good luck charms like this, you wouldn't have thought she was the best artist. She made this when she was, 7 years ago? She's 7 years old. But something like this, she made this out of one piece of cardboard, a pizza box, and some resin, and made it into that. That was, almost 2 years ago now, a year and a half ago. All right. Box 1 for the photo. We have every number but the number 6. Every number but the number 6 for our photo here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Box 5 here, guys. Box 5. All right. Box 1 is out of here. All right, guys. I have Jake with the Diamondbacks, George with the Braves, Rick has the Orioles, Brandon with the Red Sox, Jake has the Cubs, Gilbert with the White Sox, Rick has the Reds, Jake with the Guards, David with the Rocks and the Tigers. We have Greg with the Astros, Michael has the Royals, Troy with the Angels, George has the Dodgers, David with the Marlins, Mike with the Brewers, Matt's got the Twins, Greg has the Mets, Shirley and the Yankees, Rick the A's, Daniel the Phillies, Justin has the Buccos, Jose with the Padres, Zach Attack with the Giants, Jake has the M's. Michael has got the Cardinals. David with the Rays. Greg has the Rangers. David with the Jays. And Michael sitting there nicely with the Nats. All right. Hey, thank you, Thomas. All right, guys. No more guesses. No more guesses. I want everybody out there to know I appreciate you guys. Whether you get 1 hit, 5 hits, 10 hits, no hits, or you just come here to enjoy the chat. Thank you, guys. I hope you do have a good time in here. And I say this and mean it, whether you're a religious or not, but God bless. All right, box 1. And don't forget, no matter what, there's someone in your life that thinks you're awesome. Doesn't have to be me. Don't take me as the person that says that. I might honestly think you are awesome, but know that there's someone close to you in your life that knows you're awesome, and when times are tough, it's a fact that rings true. All right, guys, box 1. I don't know the signature. I don't think it says it on here. All right, I'm gonna have to look this up here. This is JSA authenticated. If somebody knows that, is that Shane Bieber? I don't know. Justin Bieber? I don't know the signature off the top of my head. And it doesn't have it, so I'm going to look this up. Thank you, Greg. All right. JSA. All right, so let's go in. I'm getting old when I start to now use reading glasses for some of these things. All right, so we got W8878124. I need better reading glasses apparently. W, I think this is a B878124. Sure was, and it's Jim Palmer. All right, legendary Baltimore Oriole. The money was it Lemon Tree or Money Tree? We'll go with Lemon Tree. Not Money Tree. I don't know. But Jim Palmer for the Baltimore Orioles. Rick getting the hit right there. So that was one of the spots that was in the grab bag. Jim Palmer, great pitcher. I feel like only I age. I feel like Jim Palmer doesn't, but I do. Jim Palmer to Rick. Someone probably knew who that was, but I didn't. You know what's funny? I went to my eye doctor. They said I didn't need reading glasses. So they tested for it, but they're like, you can go to the Family Dollar or something. And I travel all around the state, and there was a Family Dollar. I said like a dollar store, and there was a Family Dollar, and I was like, I'm gonna go look. I was like, a couple of bucks, I'll buy a pair of reading glasses, and it doesn't hurt. I literally have only used it in the break room so far to read some of these. That's the first JSA. Normally it's for Beckett autos that I use them. But I'm part of the club. All right. Ooh, Sweet Lou Pinella. I've had a beer with this guy. I drank a beer with Lou Pinella when he was a Cubs manager, and with Ozzie Guillen when Ozzie Guillen was the White Sox manager. This would have been 2006 at the winter meetings in Florida. Lou Piniella, there we go. New York Yankees on the hit. Congratulations, Shirley. JSA authenticated. Sweet Lou. And yes, if you're wondering how I got into that situation, I used to work for the Washington Nationals from 2006 to 2007. I had to think about it because I'm like, what year did I get married? 2008. All right. Here we go. Box one. Or no, box five. Box five. Sorry about that. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, so I don't need bifocals yet. I thought I would. They're like, yeah, not yet. But when you get in your 40s, your eyes do something, and then they went into detail. I'm like, I don't know if I don't need it. And then they told me about getting a reading pair of glasses like at a cheap store. Oh, I love this. Great photo. Look at that. That is a great photo of the Hall of Famer, Trevor Hoffman. Trevor Hoffman for the San Diego Padres. Jose coming in late on this one with a big hit. Former Marlin, longtime Padre, Trevor Hoffman in the Gary Sheffield trade when from the expansion era. But there we go. Trevor Hoffman, the Hall of Fame closer for the Friars. You think of the Padres from the last 30, 40 years, obviously Tony Gwynn, but the second name I would say is Trevor Hoffman comes to mind. Trevor Hoffman. Beckett on your authentication. Jose. Hey, Jake, you have a great night. We're going to see if anybody's getting some giveaways here. I'm going to imagine we have some. All right, Trevor Hoffman. So we have Yankees, Orioles, and Padres for guesses. Yankees, Orioles, and Padres. Right, George and Charlene are the only two names I'm seeing, both with the Yankees. So George and then Mike slash Charlene. Oh, and then Jose has it translates it to parents. I've got you. I've got you, Jose, as well. All right, George, Jose, and Charlene. Did I miss anybody else? All right. I'm going to put 3 packs out there. We'll put a 2026. We'll put a hobby pack. Why not? Here's a hobby draft picks baseball pack, a Topps 2026, and a Chronicles pack. All right. Let's do this. I think of Dave Winfield. That's a good call, Dave Winfield. He was a tremendous Padre. Um, Fun fact: he was drafted into the NBA, the NFL, no NBA, Major League Baseball, and had a scholarship for football. All right, Jose, George, and Shirley. I think was he from Minnesota? Some reason I thought he was, but I could be wrong. It's 4, there's 5, 6, and 7 times. George getting the hobby pack. Jose's getting the Topps pack, and Charlene's getting the Chronicles pack. All right, guys. That's the way that one rolls out. All right, so George the hobby, Jose 2026, and Charlene Chronicle. All right, Charlene, here's your Chronicles 2021 pack. Charlene, you have a Tristan McKenzie rookie. Francisco Lindor. There is a Jared Kalenic rookie. Yu Darvish on the Crusade. And Vlad Jr. Vlad Jr. on the Revolution Circles. All right, Charlene, congratulations on a couple nice hits tonight as well. We are looking at Jose. Jose, here's your Topps 2026 pack. Okay, they're going to have these cards all over the place. All right, Aaron Judge, not a bad card. Kerry Carpenter, Jose Barrios, Will Banfield, rookie, Taylor Trammell, Kevin Gosman, Mason Barnett, Kyle Manzardo, Ben Williamson, Cam Devane, former Royal on the parallel, and James Wood. That's Cam Devaney's debut card. All right. Jose, those are your cards. Last but not least, we have a hobby pack here for George. George, this is your hobby pack. Not guaranteed for an auto, but there is a good possibility. How about a Lane Thomas? Lane Thomas. Dalton Pompey. Aaron Nola on a Prism rookie. Prism rookie. No auto in here, but Prism rookie. Aaron Nola. That's awesome. A beautiful Prism rookie of Aaron Nola. Brett Austin and Marcus Wilson. But again, a beautiful Aaron Nola. All right, guys, that'll do it for tonight. Congratulations. Neat. See, all right. I thought I was on top of something there. Thank you, guys. You guys all take care. I appreciate everybody. Have a great night. I know I kept you guys up late on a midweek, but take care, get some sleep, and I will catch you guys very soon. All right, guys.